loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping good.
Alright.
Sipping right on with the flow, cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Knucklehead Wrestling Podcast. We out here with Lay Show in the building. He's on time. Can we believe it? The pre-recorded show is on time. He doesn't show up when we're live, but he shows up when we pre-record because he don't want to look bad. I get it. We out here. We out here. You know, we always got, you know, the Lay, the show, the toe. We out here. Gigi will be here later, like always. You know, she got the mommy things to do. You know. We ain't mad at her. But yeah, man. What a fucking week, bro. What a fucking week of wrestling.
Yes, sir. Well, for certain organizations, not all.
In my opinion, for all, it's just on opposite end of the spectrums.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
You know, today's topic is what the fuck is WWE doing? Did they give up? We're gonna discuss that later. Yeah. And the arrival of Kyle O'Reilly to AEW. I want to get your guys' opinion on how they did that and how you feel about that going on and possible futures for AEW storyline wise. And like last week we started, me and you, Lay, we started with the grind our gears, and let's do it this week. You know what I'm saying? We got I got a little icon on the bottom to signify that we're grinding our gears tonight, man. You want to start it off? You want to start it off?
Yeah, man. So I've catch NXT here and there, and sometimes the highlights, right? And I don't understand the obsession NXT they have now with the booking, where pinning their champions, and also Raw too. They do that sometimes, but it's like, why do you have your champions pinned consecutively like that? Like, that's your champion. Why are they booked so weak? Even Roman getting manhandled by Brock, they're still like, so all that time before doesn't matter. And like, you became a champion now, and that doesn't matter. What? Why are guys that literally just got into a feud, Bobby Lashley, pinning your champion? And then all the contenders too, by the way, just for the fun of it. On NXT, you have Tommaso Ciampa getting press slammed by Braun Breaker with 2 Ks.
One silent.
Absolutely. And you're like, Carmelo Hayes lost a couple of weeks ago. Roderick Strong got pinned like a week ago. He's a cruiserweight champ. I don't know if everybody knows that. Not too many people do. The tag team champs got pinned at one point. Why? What's the point? The Usos got pinned on SmackDown. I think Orton and Riddle got destroyed. Orton got beat by Otis, and then Orton got destroyed by Otis. Why?
It's weird.
But this is a champ. They're supposed to look strong. Why are they losing consistently? And by the way, aggressively. Like, they're not just getting pinned; they're getting destroyed. You know what I mean? So what exactly is about? And then the fun part is you have your IC champion, who nobody knows who it is at this point, and your US champ has lost. He hasn't won like a match where he hasn't been pinned, but he's like been DQ'd several times over. And apparently he's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde now.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
I have no idea, man. I have no. That constitutes as lazy writing. It's literally, and that's what's grinding our gears.
Yeah.
In turn, to go for what you're saying, what also is pissing me off, the little bit of NXT 2.0 that I saw was Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker, 2Ks, doing that little promo. And Tommaso Ciampa's looking strong. He's talking about the old NXT guys, the original champions, the dudes that you can't tell. You had 15 matches. You ain't shit. You ain't in my league. And Braun Breaker grabs him by the throat, picks him up. And Tommaso Ciampa instantly turns into a bitch. My man, you had death matches with Gargano. And now you're afraid of this dude from picking you up. He picked you up. You couldn't rake him in the eyes. Like, you never got out of that movie before. You just brag that you have 30 years of experience. You've been in this company for 10 years, and a press scares the shit out of you. I can understand if it was the Great Khali and you was up 15 feet in the air, but my man, he's your height. And then Paul Heyman, which, you know, I was protecting you from Brock Lesnar. You're protecting the man that beat Brock Lesnar 7 WrestleManias in a row. You're protecting him. This isn't a new feud. I don't know if anybody noticed. You know, I noticed. Maybe Doctor Strange wiped your fucking memory, but it ain't wiped my memory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns has got down before. All around the world, literally. What are you protecting him from? He's not Brian Pillman with a gun. He's not Stone Cold Steve Austin with a fucking Mack truck trying to run your ass over. He's not Rikishi doing it for The Rock. I did it for The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? You're telling me
I'm missing something.
Yeah, you're telling me Braun Breaker can't look strong with Ciampa looking strong also? Braun Breaker didn't even need to touch Ciampa. He could have just straight out be like, yo, you have 10 years of experience, 30 years of experience. I have 15 matches, and with those 15 matches, I'm gonna kick your ass at New Year's Takeover, whatever the fuck, and that's gonna be my title. So you could take your experience and take your ball and go the fuck home, because I'm the new face of NXT. It will both look strong. It would have showed that Braun Breaker's not afraid of Tommaso Ciampa, and Tommaso Ciampa ain't afraid of him.
Yep.
If Paul Heyman would have said that he was protecting Roman Reigns from Brock Lesnar out of fear, because he's like, this is I've never seen Brock Lesnar unleashed like this. I usually maintain him, the beast incarnate. I keep a leash on him. He's untethered right now. I've never seen this version of Brock. I get it. You're afraid of Brock. It doesn't mean that Roman's afraid of Brock. Mm-hmm. And then, Brock comes out and Roman beats him with a bat, a chair. He gets a small child out of the crowd and beats him with him. He rips his leg off and beats him with his leg. 747 smashes into Brock Lesnar, and then he beats the shit out of all three of the Usos and Roman Reigns and suplexes him 52 times. And now he's the man now, and it's like, hold on, wait. When did this man become impervious to pain? When did he become John Cena?
Yep.
Like, what's going on here?
Yep. So it's like your champion and your challenger can't look strong at the same time?
Nope. And you can't make anyone look strong based off anybody else. Like, if I want to be tag team champion, me and Lay are going for the tag team titles. We have to beat RKO, Broseph 14 times to get a number one contendership shot to lose that one time. We'll beat you 9 out of 10 times, and that 1 out of 10 is for the title, and we lost.
Absolutely correct. Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah.
One shot.
Yeah.
We have your number.
Yeah. And the only shining light of Raw, which there was not, to be honest with you, this is just like me reaching. I'm gonna pull a muscle on this one. Bianca Belair versus Doudrop.
Yeah.
That was a good match, but 3 weeks in a row doing the same shit is no longer a good match. You know what I'm saying? I could just show me the match from last week.
Yeah, you love to recap.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Right? I do love the fact that they lifted her, like Bianca Belair lifted her up and showed her strength, but you're telling me you could have did that? You couldn't have done that through day one, the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? Because I honestly believe you got jack shit for Bianca Belair coming into WrestleMania. It's probably going to be another Becky Lynch and Charlotte at WrestleMania. It's like, the white girls need to do it now. You know? And no offense to Charlotte and Becky, but this is what I'm seeing. When it was an outbreak and it was dangerous, but the black girls in. What did Carlito say during the Hall of Fame? We need people to take up time, put in the colognes. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time they did some shit like this. You know?
Yep.
You know, that's what I see. That's yeah. If it's not that, then show us a different perspective. Show.
What's up, brother?
What's grinding your gears in wrestling? This week.
What's grinding my gears? I feel like Vince McMahon gave up a long time ago when he got rid of the Fiend. I think that's when he started to give up. When he started to sell all his fucking stocks for $300, and then the next day they were worth $60. He started playing that little game. I think that's when he started. He's playing this white. What's the name of this businessman game that they play? Like he's
Wolf of Wall Street type shit.
Yeah, like that's what I feel like he's doing. He's emptying out the accounts before he sells the whole ship. Like, I'm gonna get rid of it piece by piece. I'm gonna dismantle it. I'm gonna sell my stocks. I'm gonna make WWE terrible, and then I'm gonna sell it to Disney for $1 billion. So basically, I'm gonna gain money here, and then I'm gonna sell it and gain money there. And I'm gonna give all the fucking wrestlers to AEW so that when I do sell WWE, it's not gonna be successful. So that's what's been grinding my gear about WWE and fucking Vincent K. McMahon or whatever his name is.
Oh, you got it right.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey man, that's a legitimate claim right there. That's a legitimate gripe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll figure out the end game when he shows his hands. Because there's going to come a time where he's going to have to show his hand. Listen, I sold the company. And you know how the fucking reporters are. Oh, he sold the company for this much. And this is why he's been doing this all these years. He's been trying to downgrade so he can sell it, or bankruptcy or something. You know how rich white people, they always got some kind of trick.
Yep.
So we'll figure it out in a couple of years.
It's something else that I'm not getting, right? So you pretty much corner the market with talent, right? Which I get that, you know what I'm saying? It's just for a company that you claim is not your rival or is nothing compared to you, you sure will pick up a lot of talent and make sure they didn't get it.
Yep.
Now the opposite is happening. You're letting them go and they're going straight there. You know, literally, probably 3 of your top guys that can actually wrestle, 2 that can actually wrestle and be on the mic, because Kyle O'Reilly is very questionable on the mic. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying the dude can go, but his mic skills, you leave that to like Bobby Fish and Adam Cole. Kyle, by now you don't have mic skills. It was not meant to be. But Kyle's one of those dudes that doesn't need it. You know, he's one of them cats. So you literally have 3 guys, plus Bobby Fish technically, that you had no idea the contracts were lapsing. You didn't resign them, and then they didn't want to resign because you turned NXT into a shit show in a matter of 2 weeks. The writing was on the wall, son. You're awesome. Yeah, I don't need to be here.
That logo said it all.
I did what I did as a pro wrestler and as a professional and as a guy that loves the business and everything. I put over the Young Bloods. Now I'm gone. Would I have put over Van Wagner? No. Would I have put over that bland dude that has a problem with AJ now? I don't know that cat's name. But he literally looks like, when you're about to create a wrestler, he looks like that model. That's what he looks like, that guy. You're like, oh, this is the most bland guy you can start with. That's it. I have no idea who the dude is, nor do I care.
Yeah.
Point is, they were professional to do the job, and the moment they could leave, so far one proved he was like, yo, I'm not even going to wait. I'm not going to even play this game. I left last week. I'm in AEW already.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny's going to be on some, he might do some TNA, New Japan, and then AEW, just for the fun of it. Like, it's kind of clustered now. Let me give it time, give it 2 months. Let me do some indie stuff, then come back, and all of a sudden,
there you go.
AEW. So, your first plan was to keep him. And now, like Show us so eloquently, it looks like you're lightening the load to get rid of something. But the problem is you're lightening it on at the same time. with your lazy writing and the stars going to clearly greener pastures. You're kind of doing it to yourself. You're kind of sick in your own ship. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And what happens when the ships are sinking? Where do the rats go? The rats leave. See? NXT was probably your anchor, and then you got rid of that for some reason. You're like, nah, I don't like that. Let's tie-dye the shit out of it and get some bunch of young bloods that are athletic, but a lot of them don't know how to wrestle.
And the crazy shit is, just imagine how big Braun Breaker would be in the old NXT.
Mm-hmm.
You give this much of a push to Braun Breaker in the old NXT, he would have been on some, this is the guy. Because we knew what the old NXT stood for, the black and gold. We knew what that stood for. This whole tie-dye shit, I don't know what this is. Is this a third brand? Is this Ohio Valley Wrestling? Is this a tryout? Like, what is this?
It's absurd. Yeah.
And not for nothing. That takeover was mediocre at best compared to the other takeovers, and that's sad when you think about NXT, because NXT went from being the premier pay-per-view on the weekend to now, like, wow. Yep. You could have did this shit on Tuesday.
Honestly, it's making the main card look better.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, that wasn't it before. Before, them dudes was like, yo, fellas on Saturday killed it, and them ladies, we got to do something, man, to match it. At least 1 or 2 matches. Ain't gonna be the whole card. Not the way they book them.
Word.
Like, at least 1 or 2 matches have to at least touch their worst match.
And the crazy shit is that the main roster, the people on the main roster can go, and I believe they would give a better show than NXT. It's just like they're handcuffed. And not for nothing, I'm starting to think, like, based off of the tag team match on SmackDown, Sasha Banks and Toni Storm versus Charlotte and Blackheart. Based off of that match and the match of Bianca Belair and Doudrop, like, I'm starting to think that these matches are being produced step by step, bro. Like, I'm literally watching them wrestle. Like, their timing is off. This shit looks awkward. Like, honestly, Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks shouldn't at no point have anything awkward. They shouldn't even have awkward conversations. If they slept with the same man, that conversation should flow better than ours. Like, that's how well they perform together. And that shit was awkward the way they were wrestling. And it looked awkward for Doudrop and Bianca Belair also. It almost like they were trying to remember their spots instead of doing the match. And that kind of pisses me off because it's boring now.
Agreed. You just saw some, like, okay, so when did you guys stop being professionals? When did you guys stop knowing each other? Especially when it comes to Sasha and Flair, because they've wrestled each other for damn near for a decade, if not more, at this point.
Yeah.
Like, from NXT to the main roster. I mean, know each other like your back of your hand. Like, oh, I know her moves, I know what she does. We put matches together that were amazing. So what the fuck happened? When did that go away? And then Doudrop and Bianca, I get it. They don't know each other that well. But Doudrop, can't believe I'm saying that. She's a veteran to the point where she can actually lead a match. You shouldn't have to tell her, you're like, oh, I've been the champion all over the world. I can lead a match. I can, like, all right, listen, we'll come up with it together. Nope.
Yep.
It looked like everybody had 3 left feet, and they at no point did anybody communicate to them what's going to happen.
Yeah. It was like the ref was calling the match while it was happening.
Like, he was doing it as they're going along. I go, do this. I'm like, my man, this is not going to work.
Yeah. Like if the ref was going, like, there's one spot when Bianca Belair was throwing Piper Nevins into the fucking corner, and it was like the ref said, whiplash her into the far east corner in the north section of the arena, and Bianca Belair turned around and said, what? and Piper Nevins just started running, and she said, fuck it, and pushed her into a corner. Like, that's how awkward that shit looked.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, there's no fucking way there could be a miscommunication with, I'm going to whip you to the corner. Nope. Someone else has to be calling this fucking match. Like, honestly. we haven't seen, in my eyes, I know the Divas, era with the Bellas and, Alicia Fox and all those, they weren't as athletic as the women now, but we haven't seen as much fucking awkwardness with their wrestling than we're seeing now.
Agreed.
And it's a shame because Bianca Belair, Piper Nevins, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, even Naomi, I'm not gonna name them all, but every wrestler on that roster could fucking go. You don't have Lana or Eva Marie anymore. Every wrestler on that roster could go. What's going on here?
It's literally just it's like, just admit you gave up. That's what it looks like in that ring. That's what it looks like with the segments. Like there's comedy and sketches, I guess they think it is, and then there's like whatever that is, the product is in the ring. I don't know what that is. That's not wrestling.
Yeah.
Saying it's not. Or if it is, it's not cohesive.
And the crazy shit is, I'm not trying to toot a horn or anything, but me and Cap made those films for the award show off my phone and the camera in 20 minutes. And they do the 24/7 shit, and they have the production of the WWE behind them, and probably a day or two to do all that shit. And most of the shit that me and Cap did in that 20 minutes was better understood than what the fuck they were trying to go for.
Absolutely correct. This is a multi-billion-dollar company that absolutely is failing itself and its fans, especially because people are paying the hard-earned money to go watch it. Some people got Peacock specifically for that shit, and their pay-per-views have been streaming ass.
Yep.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? I remember I tried to do it the right way, right?
Yep.
My boy got Peacock, and I was trying to watch it I'm better off just streaming it, bro. And it didn't interrupt, didn't mess up, and it was clear. I was like, really? Because the stream was from Europe. They still had the WWE network over there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
meanwhile, I'm paying for Peacock, and I'm like, why am I hearing Spanish, French, and American at the same time?
Yeah, it's literally a shit show.
Oh, yeah. Very big, very much of a shit show.
And throw whatever in the stick. Fuck it. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. I just got Gigi's.
Same here.
What'd you say, Sho?
I said the people that suffer is us, the fans.
I mean, the people that really suffer are the people that go to Raw and SmackDown. They sit there and go, wow, son, y'all got me. Like the way they got us for the Matrix.
Yeah.
Everybody gets done for they get got.
True. Yo, Sho, do you know Tamina, right?
Yeah. The other Rock's cousin.
Yeah. So I wanna ask you, as because I know Lay's opinion on this, but I wanna ask you, Tamina went from being Natalia's tag team partner, cutting a promo, some would say like the promo of her life on what was it, the Raw Rebound or whatever they did, where she's screaming into the camera trying to say that she's passionate about this business and all that. She goes from that to becoming one half of the women's tag team champions, to now Natalia, they lose that, but then she's trying to be like a main force on the roster, at least a villain type shit, no one meaner than Tamina. And now we see her running around chasing Dana Brooke for the 24/7 championship. How does that make you feel? Like that whole transition that I just gave you, that whole path of her career in the last 3 months, how does that make you feel, Sean?
I mean, coming from somebody like her that hasn't been in the business that long, and I don't feel she has put her time in. I feel like she's doing awesome. She's going. She has a title.
Oh wait, who are you talking about?
Tamina.
All right, just to let you know, Tamina started out with the Usos.
Okay, so the Usos. Maybe I'm mistaken though. I thought the Usos were new too.
No. They just got a new look. They've been there for a long time, brother.
Dude, 7-time tag team champs.
I
remember they had the long hair and all that.
Yeah,
bullshit.
I can understand why you would think Tamina's new because they never show her and she's been injured for a while. But just to let you know, so that way you don't sound stupid. She's been in the WWE for a long time. But go ahead, continue.
Okay, I didn't know she was. I thought she might have been one of the newer people, not one of those people that have put in their time. That's what I was gonna say. For her time, she's doing pretty well. She got a title. She's going after a men's title. Well, 24-hour, 24/7 title is not a man's title, but it's usually held by a man. So she's already going for 2 titles. She's doing better than
Ricochet.
Ricochet, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She's doing better than most of the male wrestlers. So.
Oh, my man went quiet on us. I don't know if
I'd rather just have a good storyline than go for the 27 title.
Yeah.
I'd rather have like a legit rivalry with good matches than have that title anywhere near me.
No, I hear you. Like, but you know what? This show is somebody who watches it, sporadically or not as intense as we did, and to get his opinion on it, I was like, it kind of makes sense for the way show watches wrestling. Mm-hmm. And it also brings up the questions like, is that who they're making wrestling for now?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Like I remember somebody saying, "Oh, it's for a broader audience. We're trying to get more people."
The thing is, they're not pleasing.
So you're just trying to get these people in and insult their intelligence afterwards, or just do it out and right. Just like, hey, you're an idiot. Come on in.
Yeah, right.
That's like those parties that would have where somebody smart would bring somebody stupid to the party.
The Dinner for Schmucks movie. Yeah.
One of those movies, like you bring somebody, you're smart, you bring somebody stupid, like, whoever's the dumbest person, whoever brings the dumbest person wins. So WWE's trying to get that person in. Like somebody, like one of us would bring in somebody that's like, knows nothing about wrestling, but they laugh at something cornball, and they're like, oh, okay, if I'm going to get this every week, I'll watch it.
Yeah, right?
Okay, I get it. Luckily Show season up that he's like, that's stupid. That's just no.
Yeah.
I get it. This shit is a bad product. And then he watches AEW, he goes, see, I'm assuming that's the way it's supposed to be. Because there's a match happening, and it's longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But
I haven't felt this in a while either.
Word. I'm going to try to get into your mind. Are you trying to say that at least she's on TV and they're doing something with her?
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Right.
They're doing a lot more with her than they did with Keith Lee. Keith Lee didn't get no tag team title. He didn't even go after the 24/7 title.
That's sad, but it's damn true.
Yeah, it is.
So at least she's getting, like, she can't complain, bro. She just keep in your fucking pocket and keep doing what they saying. They putting you on top. They putting you on TV. You chasing titles. So from their point of, like, from in the ship they're on, I feel like she's okay compared to other people. I mean, at least they're giving her a chance. She needs to shine in those. And even if she shines in those moments, they might still kick her out. Look at fucking The Fiend. The Fiend was awesome, bro. With a title, without a title, promo, and they still kicked his ass out.
This is true.
So, like I said, for now, let her enjoy her little. At least they give her shine. They let her be on TV. They let her get titles. So she's, out of all the people there, she's one of the ones that is doing okay to me, from the rookie point of view.
No, but you know what? It makes perfect sense the way that you're seeing this, and this is what we appreciate on the show is the different opinions, and you bringing that to light, we could be like, you know what? You're right. Do we agree? No, but you're right.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because
that is a valid and legit point.
Yeah.
Imagine they would have gave a tag team title to Keith Lee, and then after that he would have been chasing a 24/7 title. You would have been happy.
I'd have been pissed.
Yeah,
Keith Lee is way too talented to be chasing the 27 title.
Tozawa is too talented to be chasing the 24/7 championship. Tozawa?
Oh yeah, Tozawa. Yeah.
Like,
Drew Gulak too.
Asian guy?
Yeah, the ninja.
Yeah, that's right, the Asian guy. Drew Gulak too.
Yeah. You know, to be honest with you, I felt like that title was made for R-Truth to show his funniness. And you know, to be honest, that would have been an awesome thing to do if it wasn't 24/7. You know, if it was an anywhere pinfall, title or some shit like that, you can have the match go the entire night, and it's just R-Truth running away from dudes or whatever the fuck case may be. Open challenge anywhere pinfall champion.
Any place, anytime.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, man, you're never gonna beat the hardcore era, because what made the hardcore title so beautiful was the fact that Crash Holly was what, 5'6", 185 pounds, if that. He was a buff dude for his size, but compared to the monsters he was wrestling, he was a small dude. And he's the hardcore champion, and everybody's trying to take it from him, and he's getting his ass kicked, thrown through windows, thrown through walls. He had to hire the APA. There was so much shit that you can't recreate. You can't recreate that with a 24/7 championship, especially with Lazy White. The 24/7 championship is the Matrix 4 of the hardcore title.
Absolutely. I want you to understand this. At one point, The Undertaker was a hardcore champion.
It's true. This is true.
I want you guys to go out there and listen to this. Think about a 27 title that's more respected and held by one of the most, if not the most respected man in all of wrestling. He held that title. He had matches against Rob Van Dam, Holly, somebody, Bradshaw held it too when he was with the APA. But the point is, he did hold that title for a minute too. So did Kane.
Yep. Yo, am I bugging, or was Brock Lesnar the 24/7 champion?
What, the hardcore champion?
Yeah, who was champion? I know there was the 24/7 champion. I know there was a 24/7 champion that people were afraid to go after.
That might have been Brock. I don't know. You can look it up. I don't remember him having it. And if he did, he had it and threw it aside. And he didn't care.
Yeah, right.
I think he won it on some because they got in his way.
That would be an awesome. You just gave me that would be an awesome move. Give it to somebody powerful. Fucking the Almighty comes and puts fucking the champion in a fucking hurt lock. He just walks around. I dare you to come get this shit.
He was 24/7 champion.
Hey, that's a great idea. That would be awesome. Somebody like Roman Reigns. I want that title too. I like titles. I want all of them. I don't give a fuck.
Amen. Yo, to be honest with you, that could be a way to have, let's say, who Samoa Joe. Let's say Samoa Joe comes back to the main roster. And he goes, yo, I'm gonna prove that I'm the best here, and goes after all the championships. He's the tag team in United States, WWE, and 24/7 champion, like he did in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
That would be legitimacy to the 24/7 championship. And it would also be funny as shit to see him beating the shit out of 7 people on the way to the ring to defend the tag team title, then leave the tag team titles match and beat up more people, and then defend the United States championship. It'd be a gauntlet the entire fucking night. That would be dope. Yeah, it would be like Triple H and Umaga all over again. Remember when Triple H had 2 matches with Umaga and a match with Randy Orton for the WWE championship?
Yep.
That concept was cool. I hope they never do it again, but that concept was cool.
Yeah. No, I agree. It would be interesting to do something like that. You know what I mean? But they're not that creative, so it doesn't matter.
This is true.
Nope.
It's like great ideas falling on deaf ears. And then those ears have headphones on, and then they're noise canceling, and then they just don't give a fuck.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
All right. Topic to bring to your attention. A lot of people are taking gripe with the fact that Vince McMahon says, I love firing people during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
It turns them on or some shit. And I'm sitting there I don't see where that's offensive. That's Vince McMahon's character. That's been Vince McMahon's character since like the fucking 2000s. Since he became a bad guy, that was his character. Would you rather him have Austin Theory kiss his ass? Because he does that also.
I'd rather have that storyline go away. But I mean, I understand. Well, I understand. There's a double-edged sword. I understand. Believe me, the one person that truly understands McMahon's character is me.
Yeah.
Because I was having a field day when Stone Cold was whooping his ass up and down arenas. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I said it before. I had a boss at the time that I absolutely despised, and I want to do that to him every day. Every time I saw him, I was like, I'm living vicariously through Stone Cold. Because I want to beat the shit out of my boss, you know what I'm saying? I want to stomp his face in, but I couldn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I understand one side it is his character, and that is Vince who Vince is. But the thing is, when you're doing these mass releases, it kind of puts a little sour taste in your mouth. And a lot of people's favorite wrestlers have been released.
This is true.
Like, you're doing that during the pandemic and now during the holidays, and now you're bragging about it. You know what I mean? And I 100% understand storyline and, you know, characters. But in a lot of ways, that is in poor taste. Now, does it bother me? Nah. Because I know that's Vince. That's Vince wanting to prove that he's above everybody else, and he just likes saying shit like that. It bothers me. Saying, I would honestly love that Austin Theory thing go away. Yo, if Austin Theory is just going to be about selfies and shit like that, no problem with that. Get it. Get over on your own shit. But this McMahon love affair thing they got going on, this like homoerotic daddy son kind of thing going, is weird. Not entertaining, and it burns up valuable time for somebody else who could use it to get over. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't understand it. I don't care for it. And I find it extremely awkward. And I find it offensive because it was like, why would you put this on screen when you can do something else this time?
Yeah, I get it. But it's a cheap pop to get heat. You know, it's a cheap pop to get heat because it's one of those things where I believe he thinks it's more controversial to say than it's more like disrespect. Because to me, that's not controversial. Especially after you giving off the fucking meta pedophilia vibes. Like, you're giving me like the vibes that you want to fuck Austin Theory, and anything that comes out your mouth, I'm not listening to. So you could literally say that, you know, you killed your wife, and I'll be like, whatever, nigga. You know, like, at this point, this shit is creepy enough. You don't need to speak.
Yo, the moment that started, and it's also like that kind of low, because it goes, yo, you reminded me of me. So you want to fuck yourself?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? You're attracted to you? You narcissistic bastard?
Yeah.
Wow, son, the levels the level of arrogance, son, you just sit there and go, really?
Yeah.
That's what we're going for? Like, yo, I love that whole Roman Reigns thing with the egg thing. He was also, you could tell Roman legitimately, there was no acting. He was like, yo, I just don't give a shit. I don't care about the egg. I don't care about what you're talking about. Can I leave?
Word.
By the way, during the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, can I leave? Because we've accomplished nothing here, brother. I'm going to go. He just gets up and leaves. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go back to SmackDown. This is weird. It was when your top guy sits across from you and goes, maybe you shouldn't be on TV anymore. Like, straight, I have no interest in what you're telling me. You own this company, but I'm on some. I don't care. Just, can I leave, please? Let me go. Let me leave.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in front of you. This is weird. You know,
I want to go.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah. Once I saw that, I was like, I 100% am behind Roman. I was like, yo, I don't want to see any of this shit. Then they started that shit with Austin Theory on Monday. I was like, I don't care. Then it got after that first half, that's when it got really weird. I was like,
he's doing jumping jacks.
Do you want him? And there's the word Seinfeld, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're making it wrong. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were thinking, I didn't sign up for this. He's like, wait, what? What's happening here? I know somebody that had to tell him, like, yo, have you seen these segments? It's weird, dude. Like, it's like all kinds of level where I don't know if your parents saw it. They'll be on some, what's my son into?
No, yeah, that's one of those. Your pops walks in the room. Get this shit off. Take this shit off. What is your son watching? You know?
I'm talking about Austin's family. His
Yeah.
parents are like,
Oh,
what are they doing with my son? What kind of picture are they painting of this man?
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Buff Bagwell's.
being the idiot with Johnny Gargano than this shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather act like a moron, you know what I'm saying, to get my check than having old guy googling after me or something like, oh, I want him. Oh, no.
Yeah. Take it easy, big fella.
Easy, brother.
Yeah.
I have a career ahead of me.
Yeah, we don't want no.
Hey, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, it's like, yo, people are going to remember you for that eventually.
This is true, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo at one point get shit from whatever they are, especially Chuck, they get shit for, like, remember you were Chuck and Billy? You ain't even gay?
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about that? They were a good tag team, and they actually was pushed, and like they seemed legitimate. That was like the subtext of their tag team.
Because they were both good 2 tag team partners.
Yep.
Before that, and they just put the non-charismatic half or the non-half that they used to push. Like there was Road Dogg and then there was Sean O'Haire, and they're like, yo, you guys are you're the Marty Jannettis of this crew.
Yep.
So we got to put you together to see if we can get at least one Shawn Michaels out of this deal, or Jeff Hardy, should I say? You know what I mean? Because Sean O'Haire looked the way he did, and they screwed that up. But he had to look to him. He's a big man. You can do the swanton. The dude was legit. Then you have, of course, Road Dogg on the mic. You know, not an amazing technical worker, but he can still, you know, he's part of the Armstrong family. They can all wrestle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but all of a sudden you're like, well, they both failed because they tried to get the IC title on Road Dogg, and that failed miserably. So they're like, all right, listen, we ain't doing shit with either one of you. We can put you together. But you guys are good. But under that, you also want each other. Okay. Weird, but okay.
No, yeah. So, Show, what do you think about Vince McMahon and Austin Theory?
This is another one I'm gonna have to, how do you say that? Not contradict. I'm gonna have to be on the other side of the boat with you guys. I mean,
Play devil's advocate?
Yeah, I gotta play devil's advocate. I mean, if I came into the WWE and the boss is gonna put me on the TV with him, and this boss, Vince is very famous, and he's known for making people he's on camera with famous. I don't know if that makes sense. Like if he's doing a monologue with you, it benefits you. I haven't seen one person that he actually puts on TV that actually messes up his character.
Well,
so
the first time Drew McIntyre, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, he did with Drew McIntyre, but he didn't want Drew McIntyre. He just made him the one.
Yeah.
He didn't want to have relations with him.
So there's the difference.
Because if you see any of those segments, it gets to that point within the first 2 minutes.
Damn.
It's like, hey, how you doing? All of a sudden, so are you available tonight? What? Wait, whoa, rewind that.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, it's like,
What's up, baby?
yeah, my man's on some.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
But shit, yo, I'm pretty sure Vince asked him if he ever had his shit pushed in. But go ahead, Show.
I'm trying to say this. When you got your opportunity, you got to, like, if Vince McMahon came up to me and said, I'm going to put you on TV, but I'm going to act a little gayish with you, I'm going to have to take one for the team. Shit, I'm on TV with Vince.
So first of all,
McMahon.
You can't start that off with what you said and then go back and say what you said. That's all the way. I mean, it's homo business, but it's still, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what you're saying? But what I'm trying to tell you is, for a fact, it's weird to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird.
See,
I ain't gonna turn it down.
See, the thing with show is it's like we understand what you're talking about because you get any opportunity you take it. You know, especially you want to be a wrestler, you get any opportunity you take it. I mean, the Brooklyn Brawler won no matches ever in his life, but he still was on TV. What we're saying is that part of the TV show is horrible. That should not be on there.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we're critiquing right now.
Yeah. It's like somebody, Austin Theory himself and another talent could be getting over on their skills and their promos alone, instead of it being like weird grandpa time, sit on my lap kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like an unnecessary rape scene in the movies. Like, all right, that don't need to be in there.
Like that whole Lacey Evans and Ric Flair thing they had going.
Yeah,
they were together. I was like, makes no sense. Because everybody knows for a fact that Lacey Evans is married, one.
Yep.
And she had recently got pregnant. And now Lacey Evans cheating on a man with Ric Flair?
The helicopter swinging, ding-a-linging nature boy.
Right? The copter penis guy.
Word.
Man, are you guys just really picking shit out of the air? Like, yo, listen, you saw them walk in and like, all right, you are going to be paired with you. How do you even develop that storyline?
Word. Yo, and it has to be some kind of...
So you're telling Jey Uso is going to be paired up with Dana Brooke? How does that work?
Right.
Yeah.
We're not live.
I came in first because my brother was getting his bag. Can we switch spots? Actually, I'm Jay. So we can...
Yeah.
I'm not going to work with the 24/7 champion. You know how disrespectful that is to me? I was in the main event a year ago.
You know, not for nothing. That could show some weird incest that Vince has, because think about it. Ric Flair, you're gonna have these relationships with Lacey Evans, and Lacey Evans looks a lot like Charlotte.
I mean, don't you remember that he had that whole storyline that he wanted to be the father of Stephanie's kid?
Yes.
And then he goes, no, it should be Shane. And everybody's like, yo, Vince, read the room. No. Dude, no. Nobody wants that. Like, apparently in the production meeting, he said it, and everybody was like, and Shane was like, no. Read the room, Vince. They name in the room. Read when it spread out to the people, and the internet was like, let's not do that.
Yeah.
You already had some fucked up shit with your wife. Let's not bring in your daughter.
For real.
And she was legitimately pregnant with Paul's kid.
Yeah, that would have been like traumatizing to the kids.
I'd have been like, yo, first of all, I want to ask something. Like, do you like that hillbilly life? Like, they get together and shit, like the family thing? Is that a thing for you? Did you watch Deliverance or like a movie like that? You're like, this is the life. Did you watch The Hills Have Eyes and figure that's the way I want my grandkids to look like?
Yeah.
He probably did.
Probably. What's going on, Gigi?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
Chilling.
Weirdest thing ever, man. I don't understand the Austin Theory thing. And once again, Vince got to go, man. That's the way this place progressed. Vince, Laurinaitis, Pritchard, and even the other con, not the positive con.
Nick.
The negative con.
The con man.
Businessman.
Tony Negative Con.
And apparently, he's like, a negative con apparently is like second in command now.
Yeah.
He's the one that's going to get the company when Vince sells it. Yeah. I honestly thought it was the Prince of Saudi that was going to get first dibs, because I thought that was in the contract.
He paid him enough for it.
I mean, if he didn't pay him enough, maybe Khan did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Khan paid him out of that contract, so we wouldn't have to do that no more, but still continue to have that relationship with Saudi to do the stupidest show in the world. But, I mean, what is it called again? Right. Trash.
Yes.
That's what it's called. The greatest trash.
The basura.
If you would have light that trash on fire on a hot summer day, that's exactly what that shit happens.
Hey, yo.
For real.
But yeah, no, that whole angle with Lacey Evans and Ric Flair, that didn't make no damn sense to me. If you would have told me maybe Ric Flair while he was in Evolution, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, because he was still doing, he was still part of the young crowd, even though he was an older gentleman and whatever the case may be. But to play that now is just, it was pretty disturbing.
Yeah. That was.
It didn't make no sense whatsoever. And, like Clay said, she looks a lot like Charlotte. I can't wait to see Lacey Evans to come back.
Joe said that, and what's funny? I remember watching one Raw and going, because they were like next to each other. I was like, holy shit, they do look alike. I mean, Lacey Evans looks more like a woman, but I was like, oh my god, they look
Lacey
alike.
Evans is more developed as a woman,
but
front and back.
Her facial structure is more feminine than Flair's, is what I meant.
Well,
she has like more. But I was literally looking
Flair,
like, oh my god, they look alike.
Flair did have some work done. Because she broke her face or something, right? Before
the only thing you can work that it doesn't involve squats.
This is I hear you. It shows tight at you now. Look, he's not even looking at the phone.
Ordering food.
Order it now. Order the phone thing now, because you're getting your order.
Oh, he's charging his car.
Food. I called this earlier.
Oh no, he's getting food. What is that, McDonald's?
I'm ordering food.
You're muted, show. But why did you look like
fries with that?
Yo, turn the card around.
Yeah, see the numbers real quick.
Turn the card around.
We all hungry.
Yo, he was about to do it too.
You almost got me, G.
I was about to take a quick picture. I was about to go record this. Boom. Guess who got in the car on show? I might have had Tesla too.
Word.
Oh man. That's funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, but let me get large fries with that.
Word. Extra pickles.
Oreo McFlurry. Hold the Oreos.
No, he just muted us there, motherfucker.
Cheeseburger without cheese.
Word. And
some hot sauce.
And don't give me any of those pussy ass paper straws either.
Yeah.
What?
Give me a metal straw.
This show turned us off.
Ignore us.
We see you, motherfucker. But
oh shit.
Gigi.
So
okay.
I went out of habit, because of all the wonderful things that is happening in the world, I immediately went to YouTube and I was like, how come we're not live? What the fuck is going on? I was like, wait. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a pre-recorded episode.
Absolutely.
Yep.
For those who wish they can make it up here with us.
Yeah.
It's going to be up to 4 a.m. on some... Should have thought of this. I didn't think this through.
Oh, I got the audio separate from the video now, so I can upload them both at the same time. The first time I did this shit, Gigi, it was Tuesday. I stood up until like 3 o'clock trying to get everything done, and I said, fuck it. I went to sleep, woke up, and then uploaded it to YouTube. That's how long this shit took. But
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got some shit going on over here. But we was talking about how we feel like, the WWE's giving up, especially with the way that at least the women were wrestling on SmackDown. That tag team match was like boring. I don't know.
Did I watch SmackDown? I don't. You know what's so crazy? I don't believe I fully watched SmackDown, and I can definitely say I did not watch Monday Night Raw, because both days I was stuck at work and I just haven't had the chance to stream it and watch it. I did, however, watch AEW Dynamite,
nice.
Which was amazing. But yeah, fill me in, because I have no idea what happened on Raw or SmackDown.
So, they had the tag team match between Bobby Lashley and Big E. All right, yeah, they had the tag team match with Bobby Lashley and Big E. That was the main event. Bobby Lashley and Big E versus Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. That was the main event on Raw. And like an hour before that match happened, that's when we got copyright struck for talking shit about WWE. You know, that's neither here nor there. But that's pretty much all I can tell you. The Riddler came out with the Penguin, and they wrestled Bobby Lashley and Big E.
They wrestled Bane and
Solomon Grundy.
They wrestled Bane and Killer Croc.
Yeah, that's what happened. Because I don't know what the fuck Seth Rollins doing. He's like, yo, he's trying to be the Joker in a midlife crisis. Nah.
You know what? So somebody put up those two guys as their villains. I sent a picture to the group. Then they put up Austin and Triple H, right? Like comparing, right?
Yeah.
Now, during that, I didn't like Triple H at all. And a lot of people didn't like Austin when that heel run that he had, like with the invasion. I liked it because I thought way out of character for Austin. It's just the weirdest thing. And I didn't think he could be that funny. Or whatever. Then when they did the thing with Triple H, I liked it even more because I started realizing how much better Austin is than Triple H at this. And like he was like completely obsessed. Like I gotta have all the gold. And he had the most important title and the tag team title. Like he wasn't second thought. He was like, yeah, whatever. You kind of important, but I'm the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the guy. You're cool, but you're not me. And once I saw that picture, I was like, not even close.
Yeah.
I don't see it. And don't get me wrong, absolutely love Kevin Owens. Think the world of him on the mic, in the ring. I mean, if I compare wrestlers, Owen is a much better wrestler than Austin. Has been or ever will be, honestly. The guy can literally, he can fly, he can do whatever he needs to, you know what I'm saying? But Seth Rollins and Triple H, clearly Seth Rollins is a better wrestler.
I'll agree with you that Kevin Owens is more athletic than Austin. Yeah. But if you're going to go, like, at the wrestling moves and everything, yes, Kevin Owens is technically better.
All around,
yeah. But matches-wise, Austin has the advantage. Like, if you had to put on the match of your life, and so the human race doesn't die, put Austin in there instead of for Kevin Owens. You know?
And then I like Triple H and Seth. If I wanted to watch a better wrestling match, I would pick Seth Rollins every time.
Yeah,
I would never fail. But if I wanted a better story, I would go with Triple H because he has proven when he's not losing his shit that he can do a great story. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
And that's my thing. My thing is you're putting when they put up that picture and it's pretty fucked up, but I'm like, I see what you're going for, but you're stretching.
Yeah.
You're reaching. You know what I mean? Your back muscles in your arm are finished because you're reaching really hard to try to get a 2-man power trip. And even somebody was like, oh, they're going to be tag team champions eventually. I was like, I wouldn't do that with them.
Nah. If you had strong tag teams, maybe. Mm-hmm. But your tag team division's weak. You're going to be stalling their careers. You give them the tag team titles.
Like when they did with Austin and Triple H, they had the Hardy Boys. And that's who they were feuding with.
Yes.
That's an actual tag team. Not RK Broseph.
For real.
You didn't throw two single competitors together and go, yo, you guys are a tag team, even though you have nothing in common. Fuck that. What? No. What? No. Like, if you pitching me the idea of putting me in a tag team with somebody I have absolutely no kind of relationship with, or we don't agree on anything? No. First of all, I'm not a fan of Riddle. I was in the Indies. I'm not a fan of this idiot stoner that they made him.
Makes no sense. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a legit mixed martial artist. And now I can't believe that he can win. I can't believe that he can beat anybody at this point in a match straight up.
Yeah.
All right. Randy Orton. Randy's Randy Orton. I get, he can, you know what I'm saying? And apparently he can get in shape whenever he wants because, fuck, man. He was like not that defined. All of a sudden, I'm like, God, he's jacked again. How does he do that? It's crazy. But I'm like, all right, separate him. Break him up at this point because you did the 2 Mas and thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the best thing that might be going on for AJ Styles is being at NXT possibly.
Which that came out of nowhere too.
Apparently, the dude that I told you about, the the game creator or the generic guy,
Yeah.
the guy that you create a superstar from, says something about him. And, wrestlers are very sensitive because when you speak about them, they have to respond and show up or do something or give title matches away.
Yep.
He showed up at NXT. So if right now I'm telling Roman Reigns, yo, I don't like your gear. Your shirt is garbage. I want a title shot. Apparently he's supposed to give me one.
Yeah.
Because I questioned him.
Yeah.
Like automatically, you got a title shot. Why? It makes no sense. I didn't beat anybody. I didn't give me a title shot for. Like, yo, I would love that angle to happen with somebody.
Yo, let's test this out. Let's test this out. Yo, Roman Reigns, are you really the tribal chief? Are you really the head of the table? Like, what kind of table is it? Is it a wooden table? Is it a metal table? Did they make this table out of tree sap? Like, you fill us in. Why don't you come see us on the Knucklehead podcast and let's talk about it? And then you can give me my universal title shot where I'm the number one contender. I've been the number one contender for 3 years now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been calling you out and you've been ducking me with your hair, with your hairstyle like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you're afraid of Brock Lesnar, but you're not afraid of Brock Lesnar. Now you are afraid of Brock Lesnar and the Usos. What's up with them? Huh? They come on too. I got enough room for them. Come on.
And that's another thing. One guy makes all three of you champions of SmackDown, minus one, look like trash in one scene. And he's part-time.
Yep.
Really? Really? After all they've been through, especially Roman and Jay, carrying that brand on their backs pretty much for a solid 4 months with their feud. And now three people can't beat Brock? So the tag champions and the Universal Champion can't beat Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Word. Yo,
I mean, in the streets, if you show myself started stomping somebody out, unless that guy going for his gun, there's a good chance we're going to murder him.
Yeah.
We're going to stomp on the dude. We're going to kill the guy.
Yeah. Unless he's Chuck Norris.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, for three grown men to stomp somebody out and that dude to get up, either we are weak or he's made out of some other shit.
Word. We got the first vibranium man in existence.
Absolutely. All right. He's the absorbing man. He's fucking this dude Creed. He's concrete now and he's breaking our legs. That shit makes sense.
We're fucking up Bishop and shit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yo, show up. How do you?
It's your champions that have been running roughshod over that place for God knows how long. Knocking off demons, even though the turnbuckle did that. You know what I'm saying? Knocking off all kinds of people, and all of a sudden, then this guy beat the other champ. So, in other words, Brock can run through all the champs.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can be the 24/7 champion if we need.
Oh, yeah. That's the least of his problems.
Oh, yeah. Yo, show, when you get a chance, I want to ask you, how do you feel about the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns story going on right now?
I'm really gonna be devil's advocate on everything because I know y'all don't like it.
I don't mind. Shit.
I'm probably gonna say y'all always. Okay, I thought you guys were against that whole Brock Lesnar because he shouldn't be able to take the titles and he's a part-timer.
Well, no, when show just got disconnected, so I'm gonna talk. Like, we're not against your opinion
right now.
We're not against your opinion.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to make sure I'm correct. Like, I feel like
you can't really be correct with an opinion.
Yeah.
It's how you feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I believe that's a shit storyline.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. I believe it's shit. Gigi could think it's great. Toby think it's kind of
Yeah.
I love it. Who knows?
The only wrong
like, yo, I hate the storyline.
Word.
Hey, you're paying me.
The only wrong opinion is when
What's the shit storyline?
the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns situation.
He ran through all their champions.
I would take Brock Lesnar. I would rather take Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar over Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
By the way, that's probably next.
Oh yeah, they're doing it in the house shows.
No, we know that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I saw somebody that I know. I forgot where he was in the house show. He goes, "Yo, Drew's out here with the New Day." I was like, shit, who are they taking on? The Bloodline? Shit, I knew it. But we've been calling it since Drew came over, though.
Yeah.
You knew that shit was coming. He's gonna take his sword and try to decapitate one of the Usos or some shit, you know.
Yeah.
And then call Roman.
Isn't that attempted?
Roman's gonna give him 3 title shots in a row.
It's supposed to be.
Isn't that attempted murder?
Yeah, but I mean, if Rikishi gets away with it.
Trying to go medieval on people's asses. This is not acceptable in this day and age.
You're correct. That is a attempted murder with a deadly weapon.
Hey,
that's at least 15, man.
Yo,
15.
Draws. Jake the Snake Roberts and Rikishi got away with it, so Drew could get away with it. Remember, Draws pushed Hawk off of the Titantron. Jake the Snake Roberts bit Macho Man with the Cobra.
Snake.
Technically, Austin
Rikishi went over
when he lifted him up in the car.
Yeah.
It was all for The Rock. He did it for the bloodline.
Yep. And The Rock tried to kill Austin too when he threw him over the bridge. So I mean, they try to kill each other all the time here.
Yo, Randy Orton lit a man on fire.
This is true.
Let's see, and then what else? Didn't we kill off Rey Mysterio when we threw him off of a truck too?
Oh no, we threw him off of the WWE building during the Money in the Bank match.
There we go. That's what it was.
And they took his eye for it.
Burned the man alive.
Yeah.
We saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we did, burn a man alive.
So that sword ain't shit.
That was so bad.
Yeah.
That's
so
I'm thinking about bad.
It now. Vehicular manslaughter and
arson.
And straight attempted murder, arson.
Actual murder.
The sword is probably the most civil way you can kill somebody who's been killed lately.
He's a Highlander.
These lawyers are amazing.
Yes.
The lawyers are absolutely outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man.
And they got Snooker out.
Yeah.
They did. They got Snooker. Snooker murdered somebody and they got him off.
Yep.
Oh man.
So, Show, can you hear us now? Or?
I can hear you clearly. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So you're playing devil's advocate. How you feel about the Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar?
I love it. I love Brock Lesnar. I feel like he's one of the only things to look forward to in wrestling. It's unfortunate that it's part-time and you're only going to see it like at the big events, which is once, or I'm going to say 4 times a year.
Yeah.
But
correct.
To me, he's awesome. He came back from a fucking layoff of years and was the best thing at Crown Jewel to me. He killed it. He ain't look like the fucking Undertaker, I can tell you that much. He's worth every dollar he paid.
He's also not 60.
I believe that the best thing that happened at that show was the end credits.
Absolutely correct.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't like that show,
Out of all of their shows in Saudi, wait, which one are we talking about? The second
Crown Jewel.
or the third? Which one though?
Oh, this one that just passed, I believe.
That one was probably the best Crown Jewel since the beginning of Crown Jewel. And that's not even saying much.
And that's like saying the best Raw of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
no, seriously. It's just
like,
true, though.
It's the best of the worst. So it's really not.
The best of the best.
That's why I don't watch the house shows.
Exactly. First of all, I just want to ask one question. I'm still trying to understand this, right? And I even had this discussion with a friend of mine, right? And I didn't even know this. At one point, he used to work production for WWE, like the lighting and stuff. Like they hire people from like city, like union and stuff.
Yeah.
And I go, he watches it. That's why he was like excited to work there, right? He said it was one of the shittiest things. He hated the production people. Most of the wrestlers were cool. He said Seth Rollins was a piece of shit.
I can see that.
And his son is a huge Seth Rollins fan. You know, he was a bigger John Moxley and thing. This is like during the Shield days.
Yes.
And he goes, oh, my son is a huge fan of yours. It's great. If I just get a picture of you, not with me, picture of you. Nah, I don't have time for this shit. And then right there, like he's walking away, and then Moxley stops. He goes, man, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Just actually a picture of you, just you, not him and you. Just take the picture, man. And he took it, and all of a sudden, like, you know what, man? I don't even want the picture, man. Can I get a picture of you?
Yo, for real?
Can I get a picture of you? And he was like, yeah, fuck it. And then Roman came, yeah, take a picture with you too. I was like, dude, you're not even the hot shit in this group.
See, those are the
You're not the guy.
Yeah, see, that's what There's some wrestlers that just makes it all worth your while, and there's some wrestlers out there that make you realize why you love wrestling so much. And then there's wrestlers that they have the driest personality, and it's literally that moment where they tell you don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
You know? Like and for instance, for me, my personal experience, the Lucha Brothers, they made my entire year, to be honest with you, because they did a recording for my daughter because she did a recording for them, and they didn't have to go ahead and be like, now let's do a video for her. They chose to do it. It wasn't me asking them to do one for her or anything like that in return. They did it out of the kindness, out of their hearts, because that's how they show their appreciation to the fans, besides putting their bodies on the line every time they go in the ring. And then you have people like, oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. You have people like Sting who hate doing shit like this. Unless he got the paint on. Unless he got the jacket on. If he ain't got the paint, he ain't got the jacket, he ain't with it. He's not there to go ahead and shoot this shit with you. He's there to collect the check and just be like, yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Let's just take the picture. Whatever. Like, damn. You know? Or if you see Honky Tonk Man, you'd be like, hey, what's up, Honky Tonk Man? Hey, my booth is right around the corner. You can come and say hi to me over there.
The fuck?
Yeah, Honky Tonk Man is that type of guy where if you stop and say hi to him or acknowledge him and he has a booth, he will stop and be like, yeah, come and see me in my booth and you can tell me hi there.
I heard he was like that as a wrestler.
Because he's old and bitter, and they're just like, they only get paid to do the autograph signings and the pictures, because this is, you know, it's not like you see them getting sponsored like Ric Flair right now. Ric Flair doesn't need to be in professional wrestling because of the sponsors that he has, even after the whole plane ride from hell.
Yeah.
Some of them definitely backed off. It didn't do him good, but it didn't hurt him significantly enough where he's like, well, there goes another divorce that I have to go ahead and hand off all my money to. You know, it's not like that. Not every wrestler can say that. Honky Tonk Man can say some wild ass shit and he'll be, you know, ridiculed for it. And it will live on forever and ever. Mm-hmm. And then that's how he's always going to be officially known. But even if you were like, there's just some wrestlers that's just in it, and there's just some wrestlers that's just in it for themselves and just doesn't care about the fans. You know, Seth Rollins is one of those people, unfortunately, from what we heard.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was crazy because he was like, just tell you my son loves you as a wrestler. He said, nothing to do with me. I could care less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a bigger fan of these other two guys than you. But, you know, he didn't say it, but he was like, yo. I was like, you know what? Let's get a picture of you, bro. And he was like, we're down. But I asked him, right? Like, it was the point that I was I asked him, I go, yo, at any point do you remember why they did the greatest Royal Rumble ever and why Braun Strowman won that title that he never defended or they never did that again? that green WWE championship. I go, what's the point of that?
It was to appease the prince.
Never referenced again.
It was to appease the prince because in that Royal Rumble they had the Ultimate Warrior and Yokozuna. Both were dead at the time. It was literally the prince paid Vince, I want you to put on a Royal Rumble match with these wrestlers, and they were like, they're not living, and apparently he doesn't know who they are. So just get a Yokozuna from Japan and somebody who's jacked like the Warrior and throw him in there. Who's gonna win it? Prince, who you like? The big man. All right, Braun, get in there. We don't have Elegante.
Yeah, I was like, so does Braun ever defend that title? Or do we recognize it? Like, what are we gonna do with that?
I don't know, but I hate the fact that Daniel Bryan got the longest time in a Royal Rumble because of that fucking match. It's like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, come on, like really?
Yeah.
You're gonna count that?
It was funny for a minute. It was Ray, right?
Yeah. Because he went from number 3 or some shit, right? Or 2?
I think 2. No, I think it might be 3 because I think Orton was 2 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think. Well, didn't it start off with Triple H and Orton, or it ended with Triple H and Orton? I know that.
Yeah.
But I know Ray was.
That's the one that Titus.
Yeah,
the infamous Titus one?
Yeah. He went underneath the ring.
That's all I remember.
I don't blame
That's
him.
all I remember. Titus doing a baseball slide all the way underneath the ring.
I don't blame him. I'd have went underneath that ring too. Like, yo, I'm hiding from this shit. I'm in a match with Yokozuna. Yokozuna's been dead for 10 years. What's going on here?
He goes, I love Yokozuna and Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, a lot of people do. Can they be in the match? No. Unless you
have the Lazarus Pit.
Yeah, right.
And even then, those motherfuckers don't come back as their normal selves. They come back fucking assassins, apparently.
Part of that match.
Yeah. Shit. They come back as Shawn Michaels and Triple H versus Undertaker and Kane. That's how they come back.
Oh, don't do that. Don't mention Undertaker and Kane, man. Don't do that.
Hey, man.
That's a match.
Don't mention that match.
Well, if you want to erase anything, don't erase Benoit. Erase that match.
And the Undertaker and Goldberg match.
Yes, erase those matches.
In all honesty, I think
one was so bad.
In all honesty, I think that match should have straight out been Goldberg goes for a spear, Undertaker sideswipes him, choke slams him, get out of the ring.
Yeah. Especially if you know especially when you see he's concussed, you do the sting and just pin the shit up. Like, yo, stay down, brother. Like the Hardy thing, just like, yo, no, it's over, my man. Yeah. You almost killed me 2 minutes ago.
I mean, you squashed the Fiend with Goldberg.
Paper towels.
You know, do it right by Undertaker. Neither one of them were in the best shape of their life to carry a match more than fucking 5 minutes. You know, not for nothing. I know I hate on John Cena, but John Cena deserved a longer match with The Undertaker than Goldberg did. And you did that with Cena. You couldn't do that with Goldberg?
Absolutely.
In a house show that no one really watches?
Mm-hmm. I completely agree with that. I'd be like, yo, Cena should have got at least a solid 5 minutes.
You know? But... And they go show. We're tuning now live to the Tesla cam. Show, how did you feel about the whole Crown Jewel situation? He's on site right now.
The Crown Jewel situation, devil advocate again. Yeah, like you guys said, I haven't seen none of the other ones. But to me, this one was actually good. I enjoyed every match. Brock versus Roman was good. Even even Edge versus Seth was pretty okay. So that's why when Gigi said she didn't like it, I was like, damn, y'all want WrestleMania every time.
No one said that. No one said we need a WrestleMania every time. We just said we need better wrestling than the bullshit that they come up with just to please one individual. Just one. And he ain't the one. All right? but he's just one individual that has too much money. All right, and I swear, if he did have a Lazarus pit, he'd be like, nah, fuck that. We gonna bring this motherfucker back to life, and we gonna put it on my stage. And if you don't put it on my stage, I'm going to hold you captive. Why?
Again.
Because I'm the motherfucking man, again, that got money. Like, it's really... how can I say it? Crown Jewel is not for the people. Crown Jewel is meant for only one individual. And then when that one individual realized that he can't sell out huge coliseums and huge this and huge that, he ended up switching to a smaller venue. Why? Because what he's investing in is not all that what it seems to be. He lost more money having Crown Jewels the first 2 times that they were there than what he did when they were there the 3rd time. The prince lost more money, and it's hard to think that he can lose money because he has all the money in the fucking world. But he lost money for not being able to sell out the coliseums, the stadiums, or whatever they fucking held Crown Jewel in. They weren't able to sell it out. And because of that, they lost profit. And the last thing anybody needs to do is lose profit, especially during a fucking moment of pandemic that we are currently in, where shit is just not right. Things are just not adding up.
Yep.
Agreed.
So my problem is with Crown Jewels, it's not for the people. It's just meant for one person. That's my problem with Royal Rumble, for the people. All right. Survivor Series, not really for the people, for the family. It's a family show. SummerSlam, for the people. WrestleMania, for the people. No matter how shitty they write it, they do it for the people, not for just one individual. If you look at the first Crown Jewel, it had absolutely nothing to do with the storyline that was currently running on Raw and SmackDown and NXT. All right. I know they didn't bring anybody from NXT up there that first time. Maybe they did. I don't remember. But only a selective few people were able to go. And on top of that, they weren't even able to showcase the women's division because in Saudi, they were not allowed to go ahead and have women fight. Now, a big movement did happen when the second show came around and they actually allowed women to fight, which was, I believe, Natalya and Alexa Bliss.
It wasn't Lacey Evans?
Was it Lacey Evans? It could have been Lacey Evans. But
I'll look it up.
that the first match, the first match that they ever had at Saudi or anywhere around that area, I believe it was Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. Then on air for the Crown Jewel event, it was Natalya versus Lacey Evans.
Yeah, it was Natalya and Lacey Evans on that Crown Jewel. Mm-hmm. That Crown Jewel, yeah.
But when they were doing their tour, the first women to ever fight in a wrestling ring in that general area was actually Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. Natalya and Lacey Evans were the ones that were able to make it on Crown Jewels. And then you had Bianca Belair versus... What happened? Who?
Becky and Sasha, right? It was a triple threat match, I think.
It wasn't Becky and Sasha. Was it a triple threat? This is how bad the show is. I don't fucking remember this shit.
I believe it was a triple threat. Because that was right before the draft, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it probably was. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
because...
now they're starting to make it into the stories. That's what I'm saying. The first one, they didn't even make it into the story. It had no connection to any of the stories. It's just, let's put on a show for one great individual. And then they continue to try to put a show on for one great individual. It only took them the third show to do it underneath the storylines where it felt like, hey, this is actually for the fans. But it really still, at the end of the day, wasn't for the fans.
Yeah. But show,
Brock's cool. Yeah.
yeah, show. I don't expect WrestleMania all the time, but I do expect an effort. I don't expect shit. I don't expect you to give me shit. Like, if I go to a restaurant that has the best steak in the world, yeah, every once in a while you can have a mediocre steak. But I don't expect every single steak to be fucking horrible, and then just one night, like Valentine's Day, you got the best T-bone in the world. Nah, that's not happening, bro. That's unacceptable. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Show.
It makes a lot of sense. I don't mind if you're off a couple of times, but you're known for being the steak in the world. You better be on point most of the time.
Yeah.
And then even most of the time, like on WrestleManias, there's shit. You have one great night, because now we're breaking it into 2 nights. You have one great night, and then the last night where it's the go home show is the last one. We're taking it home, boys. It's pure shit. It's garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather watch night 1 because that was a damn good show. Because I don't know what the fuck this is on night 2.
Seriously.
And that's how it felt a lot when we had the NXT Black and Gold brand when they were doing their takeovers. Their takeovers was on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. And whatever pay-per-view main event, whether it be SummerSlam, Survivor Series, even WrestleMania. Takeover, Black and Gold, was up here at all times. And then when you look at the main roster, you're like, where's the disconnect? How did we get up here? And then how did we end up down here for the A show?
Yeah.
That always felt like 2 different companies. Like,
always. Not anymore.
Oh, you guys?
It's just one.
Oh no, yeah, now it's shit all around.
Yep.
You're like, do you guys communicate at all? Because apparently those guys on Saturday understand the assignment. They always understand the assignment. You guys look at the homework board and go, nah, fuck it. I'm making shit up as I go along. Really? All right, fun times.
And now look what they're doing. They're putting main roster superstars like AJ Styles to come to NXT to be confront somebody who decided to have Twitter beef with him.
That's what I mean.
What?
Even G doesn't know who he is.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen him. Like,
I don't remember seeing him. I think I saw him, but he said he was at War Games.
Watching?
So I'm trying to...
No, apparently
I've been participating.
Was he the guy with the basketball shorts?
Yeah, that's him.
Yes, and he looked like the boxer.
Yeah.
He was a fake-ass boxer. That's the guy. That's the guy that was giving AJ Twitter beef and everything like that. But you see how you have to rely on a superstar that is high as AJ Styles to come to your reinvented, that didn't need to be reinvented, okay, NXT brand. If it's not broken, don't fix it. There was nothing broken with NXT Black and Gold. It was beautiful. It was fine. You should have never touched it.
Yeah, they should have left it on the network.
They should have just left it as is because it was that damn good. It made me interested in seeing my Wednesday Night Wars, especially when AEW came in. It was a beautiful thing. It made me feel like I was back in fucking grade school, be like, oh my God, WCW versus WWE all over again.
Yep.
It gave me that feeling. And as a fan, I miss that feeling. I miss having that competition. You know, switching between channels, seeing what's better, seeing what's this, seeing what's that. You know, not everything's a home run. But now with this new NXT brand, before you didn't have to rely on anybody. You know, once you went from NXT to the main roster, you ain't coming back. And if you did come back, it's because you didn't make it on the main roster the way they wanted to. They wanted you. So you went back. You went backwards instead of going forward. And now with NXT's new brand, they're they not only went backwards, some motherfucker pushed them down the stairs on floor 99 all the way down to the basement. We're not even on the main level. We're below that at this point.
The mezzanine level.
No. That's where everybody. Oh, let's go meet. No. These motherfuckers are in the basement.
Oh shit.
Hidden in the basement. Darkness.
And not even next to catering.
No. They get the scraps. They get the scraps from when everybody's done from catering and put it down the chute. That's where they're at.
Damn.
Jesus.
That's where they're at.
Jesus.
I don't believe in Mandy Rose. I believe in her new character is great, much better than what she ever portrayed on the main roster. But I don't believe her to be a force to be reckoned with, especially when you have the likes of Raquel Gonzalez.
True. That is true, yeah.
I can see that.
And it seems like for the first time ever, they're giving Mandy Rose a direction.
They are.
They didn't just go out there and have a nice ass.
Did you say direction or erection?
No, a direction.
He said direction.
Yeah, and she at first it was give them an erection. Now it's we have a direction for you. In the main roster, give them an erection.
Mm-hmm.
In NXT, we have our direction.
Not even general erection.
Yeah, and they also put her with two women that can go also.
Yeah.
She's not by herself here. What happened, Show?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I said I do have a theory on that NXT. NXT reminds me of what's that guy that was getting over? Is it Striker? The white guy was getting over.
Zack Ryder?
Was it Matt?
Zack Ryder?
Zack Ryder. NXT reminds me of Zack Ryder. I feel like NXT was getting over
On its own?
and was outshining Vince McMahon's major product, his biggest product. I think NXT is meant to be like a low grade of WWE and never to surpass it. And when it started to surpass it, Vince McMahon started to freak out because now the product is going to change. If you imagine NXT taking over and being a better program than WWE, SmackDown and Raw? Can you imagine what kind of conflict that would cause?
We had it a lot of years.
That's where it was going.
That's what we had it at.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's going to be major conflict with your big-ass show that's losing rating. I'm losing rating to myself, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm defeating myself. I'm defeating my Raw. I'm defeating my SmackDown with my NXT. And I'm losing money. I don't want that. I don't want NXT to take over as my flagship company. I don't know if that makes sense.
The reason why behind that is the same reason why weed was illegal for so many years. It's because it wasn't their idea and to run with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, this was Triple H. NXT Black and Gold brand was Triple H's baby. We all knew that from the very beginning. And he took that ball. He rolled with it. He got 3-pointers from it. Shit, this nigga fucking threw the ball so goddamn far from the net that it ended up bouncing off a wall and in the net. Because that's how inventive he was with his matches, with his stories. And on some real shit, I feel like Shawn Michaels is more of a yes man than a decisive one that's like, nah, this is how we're going to run it. The drastic change that you see when Triple H is in charge of NXT versus where he's at right now, where they took the position from him. Yeah, NXT was an idea of Vince McMahon, but it wasn't Vince McMahon's baby. Vince McMahon's baby is Monday Night Raw. Vince McMahon's baby is SmackDown. NXT was never his baby. It was Triple H's.
Nope.
And that was the fucking problem that Vince probably has internally, because he knows that he wasn't the one that made NXT NXT. He was the one that said, yeah, sure, go with it. Yeah, sure, go with it. Yeah, okay, you guys are doing too good. You're still doing too good.
Time to put you in a wheelchair and shove you off the ramp.
My son-in-law and all, but how's that quad feeling? How's that quad feeling?
He's feeding him some rat poison so he gets a heart attack out of nowhere.
I'm telling you.
So
I believe it.
We need you to talk a little bit louder, just so you know.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't know if y'all was hearing yourselves. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, Vincent Kennedy. You know what? I was gonna ask you. Y'all think it's an ego thing? Like an ego? Like, I'll give you an example. Me and Toe. I got 3 companies. I'm gonna give you NXT, which I feel is not gonna do much. But hey, here, do something. I'm entertaining you. Plus, I got an extra company. I'm gonna take my 2 babies and I'm gonna do me. Now, when I realize that you're doing better than me, even though I didn't expect you to do that good, and I didn't expect you to do much, like, don't I start feeling jealous? Like, how the fuck you did that? Like, you know what? I need you to step down from there. Or don't you, like, wouldn't there be a competition between me and you? Like, yo, I'm going to take my show and I'm going to make it better than Raw. I don't know if he wanted that competition between him and his...
I mean, no. Sorry, to be honest with you, if anything, that should give Vince McMahon confidence that I don't need to be here. Triple H can do Raw and SmackDown now. And then that can also be a way to have the next person come up to be under Triple H. So, you know, you can have a new guy that's running shit or whatever, do NXT, and if he proves worthy, he can get SmackDown. You know, you can have everybody earn their keep. Like, we don't need, it's like having our president be 906 years old. I don't need somebody on their deathbed telling me how to live my life. And Vince McMahon...
That's what they're doing right now with vaccination. But continue.
Yeah, no, that's why I brought it up. But you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? It's like, my man, I get it. You took this company from your father and you made it bigger than any territory that was back in the day. Props to you. You're going to be in the Hall of Fame for that. No one can take that away from you. But Evolution, Triple H is showing that he has better ideas. And if you have all these ideas, put them out there and make a better show on Raw and SmackDown if you don't want to give it to him. Don't be a sore loser and buy NXT over like you did WCW.
That's essentially what they did.
Yeah.
That's essentially what they did. Huh. They were like, take over? Ha! No problem.
Yeah.
And then Bruce Pritchard's like right there behind Vince McMahon, and then it's just all this nonsense. Where's my lighter?
And
this is stressing me out. Like, this is stressful. And also, what the fuck NXT 2.0? The name 2.0, not necessary.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay? It didn't work with Matt Hardy version 1, version 2, version 3, the 3 or whatever he fucking did. You know, nothing. Yeah. It didn't work then. It's not gonna work now. Drop the 2.0. NXT. It doesn't need to be NXT 2.0. It just needs to be NXT. Are you gonna change your championship belt that says NXT 2.0?
They should make it tie-dye and shit too. A white belt with all the different colors on it. Make it very sniffy. What's that old word for shit? Spiffy?
Spiffy.
There you go. Yes. We figured it out, baby.
All the time. I'm like, oh, you got a haircut. Don't you look spiffy? So it's spiffy. And you have to say that. We can't just say spiffy. No, spiffy. You know?
You got to put the oomph on it.
Exactly.
Yo, but yeah, man. You have anything else you wanted to say, Show? Because I know you was about to say something.
I was gonna say, you think Paul Levesque has the balls to get upset and say, "Yo, I just built this. You took it away from me. I'm gonna build my own shit."
I don't think he has the health to do that right now, but
No, and I don't think he got the funds like that. On some real ass shit.
Okay.
He's not his bank account don't look like Tony Khan's. His bank account don't look like Nick Khan's. His bank account don't look like Vince McMahon.
but if
But my wife does.
right.
But his wife is not gonna make that move without Daddy saying yes.
Yo, if Ring of Honor didn't have $12 billion worth of debt and he wanted to move and went to Ring of Honor, then there could have been something there. Because his ideas, yo, not for nothing, his ideas and the talent that he got from NXT really worked. Because you can have those same ideas with shit wrestlers, and you give a shit. But you had a plethora of genius wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Gargano, fucking Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens,
Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara. This dude's name, Tommaso Ciampa. You know, like all of these fucking people. Tyler Breeze, Velveteen. You also got to remember the women now that are main eventing and actually making women's wrestling fucking worthwhile came from NXT.
I just want to say, how did we get Prince Pretty from NXT being the hottest fucking commodity in NXT to come to the main roster and do absolutely nothing? They let go of Tyler Breeze, but then we get, ready? The 2.0 version of Tyler Breeze with Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Austin Theory. I said Austin Theory. Austin Theory.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying. If you think about it, with him and his selfies, Austin Theory. Diamond Wrestling's new.
Well, Austin Aries is a wrestler. He was in NXT also. But
we just switch up the lettering.
Yeah, that's it. But yo, perfect segue into the next topic. And Show, I don't know if you know this or if you watched Dynamite. If you did, I want your opinion on it. But we got the Undisputed Era in AEW right now. How did you see it, Joe?
Word?
Oh, you didn't know? Kyle O'Reilly debuted.
Nice.
Yeah, he debuted.
Kyle O'Reilly debuted.
He debuted yesterday.
Dynamite.
Yeah, on Dynamite. He's on he's all elite right now, Show.
Oh.
So, all right, since you didn't watch
They
it,
lost another one.
yeah, they lost another one. He was gone before they even realized his contract was up.
But he said it. He said it in the last freaking, was it Takeover? He said it when he attacked that homeboy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was like, "This is forever," and he put it. He basically posted up like his Undisputed Era. You know, that's what we do, Undisputed. Yep. And then you have Adam Cole teasing it on top of that with the promo with Bobby Fish.
Yep. Yo, so I wanted to get your guys' opinion. How you feel they did that? Like, how'd you like the way that they revealed that Kyle O'Reilly was in AEW?
I was with that. I like the whole, the run-in is a classic way of doing it, but it was done during the feud with the best friends, so it made sense. And at one point, the best friends, it's like three of them, right? Trent Beretta, Cassidy, and I always forget the other dude's name. I forget his name, but the point is, right, at that point, it's
Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor.
Think about the sneaker.
At that point, it's no longer the Young Bucks because they're going through their own shit. It's now Bobby Fish and Adam Cole doing it. So, like, damn, there's only two of them, and they're the heels. All of a sudden, Kyle O'Reilly comes in, axe kick, does the elbow, and I'm like, the forearm, and I'm like, there we go. Now. And the fun thing you do whenever Kenny comes back, the question is, what do you do now? Because Kenny had a problem with the Young Bucks before. They were like, oh, you guys didn't attack Hangman Page. He was like, yo, felt like you one-on-one was fair enough for us. You know what I mean? And we also did like Hangman Page too. He was cool with us.
Yeah.
Now you have Adam Cole be like, yo, you lost the title. You look weak. Y'all let him win. Y'all look weak. We would have never done that. In that other company, we ran roughshod. We had all the titles, and we kept it.
We had all the gold, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So we had no errors. That's all you guys have. So who's really undisputed?
Damn.
Yeah.
They have the Elite versus the New Era.
But you have to make the word era.
The era.
Not era as in errors and you messed up. So I'd be like, yo, all you do is
Era of dispute.
and you can't sue them.
There you go. It's like dun 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 dun.
Yep. And then when you say era, you're like referring to you guys. You guys are the era. We're undisputed. You're the era.
Yeah.
Yep.
I rather enjoyed it. I liked the run-in. I actually liked it because why? The last two people that we got really was, well, first and foremost, Adam Cole. Nobody saw him debut on AEW so fast. The turnaround was absolutely insane. We all knew Bryan Danielson was going to come through. We all knew that. And we all knew eventually Adam Cole was going to be in AEW. But the way he came up, amazing. But he came out with a brand new song, you know, coming down the ramp. And then after a match and everything like that. The fact that we had a surprise run-in gives me that old good feeling for when Adam Cole first debuted in NXT as a run-in as well.
Yeah.
And when he did that at an NXT TakeOver, it was batshit crazy. Now, because AEW doesn't have so many pay-per-views as WWE has, it does make sense why we do it on a Dynamite show or even Rampage. I think they need to do something for Rampage as well, just to get the crowd going. I think Rampage needs one of those surprise entries, but the thing is that
How you gonna get him?
Rampage is recorded after Dynamite. It's rare that you see a live Rampage show because they're not really they're not televised like that.
Yeah, the spoilers would be crazy.
Real easy to do. Just yeah.
The run-in, great. The stare down between the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, even better. Because it's like the Young Bucks are here and saying, or giving us this moment where it's like, we took you in, Cole, because you're our friend. And we've been trusting Bobby, but let's be real. Bobby hasn't been winning matches.
Yeah.
Bobby won a few matches, but I want to see Bobby Fish win matches that matter. He can win a match against a jobber anytime. That to me does not matter because it's a jobber. You know what I'm saying? It's not anybody that makes a significant difference when you win them. Like when you win over them. Like a win over Darby Allin. That's a big win.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, to believe
A win over Orange Cassidy. That's a big win. For
Yeah.
Bobby Fish, he can go one against the best friends and win over that. And that would be a better win for him because I'm thinking the longevity of it. I'm not thinking about the long run, right? I'm not thinking about the short term. We have all these stars but you need to give them meaningful storylines in order for us to actually really give a shit.
Do you think that now that Kyle O'Reilly's there, that he could be a tag team with them, and now he's gonna get these significant wins?
Absolutely, because in all honesty, if you really think about it, the tag team division was run between Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly until Bobby Fish got injured. And then when Bobby Fish came back, he got re-injured.
Yeah.
And that was the problem. That was the problem with Bobby Fish, because after a while we felt like he was just accident prone. Hence why we just had Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. But as a solid tag team, Fish and Riley can go. Like, they can go. They'll take these motherfuckers to this. I want to see them two versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
That would be a good match.
And I will also like to see Marco Stunt come back being Marco Stunt. Where the fuck did my little midget go? Where did mini Jungle Boy go? Look at Lay. Lay's like, I don't fucking know.
I'm like, I have no idea who that is.
You don't know Marco Stunt?
And the fact that somebody smaller than Jungle Boy is both impressive and disturbing at the same time.
But yo, Jungle Boy is like X-Pac, right? Jungle Boy is like what, 6'1"?
Jungle Boy's tall. It's just that he looks short against Luchasaurus.
It's amazing that these small wrestlers are fucking 6'1". Mr. Fuji was 6'1", and he looked like my height compared to Demolition and the Orient Express and everybody else that he fucking managed. X-Pac was 6'1".
So
I am tall, but you know what? You know something, Gigi? I'm gonna have to mute you. All right, I'm gonna have to mute you.
I'm just trying to, do my Christmas things here while I'm listening. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, that's my Christmas present. The insult already.
You tall, handsome, bald motherfucker. You go ahead, boy.
Shit. Hey. All right, which brings me to my next point. So in 2 weeks we're gonna have Hangman Page versus Bryan Danielson again for the AEW Championship. Now, the first time they went to a draw, an hour-long match, they went to a draw. Did you watch that match, show? Do you know about that match?
Nah, I thought you might have gotten confused with the one that he went with Kenny Omega, but I'm guessing he had another fight.
Yeah, last week when the Winter is Coming event on Dynamite, they had a match. They started off Dynamite, and it went to a draw. It was an hour-long match, and it went to a draw. Hangman Page and Bryan Danielson. So they're having the rematch in 2 weeks.
So good.
So how do you guys feel about that match?
You guys actually were okay with that?
Well, to me, I felt like that draw. Yeah, I felt like that draw came a little bit too soon. You know? Like, imagine an hour and then somebody interfered or something. Like, I felt the draw came a little too soon with Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. It came too soon after that. And especially with Bryan Danielson, again, wrestling the AEW title again. Yeah. Someone else, like a totally different group of people, no problem.
Same guy.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gigi.
Okay.
For what the match was, it was a great match. A phenomenal way to open any wrestling event in general. Doesn't matter if it's a pay-per-view, regular shit that we see every week type thing. Great match. Ending, though, you can't expect me that Daniel Bryan is completely undefeated. Yes, he is a great wrestler. We've seen him through so many years of him wressling. But to tell me that his two best matches both end in a draw, I don't fucking believe it. I think Tony Khan's problem is that he doesn't want the new wrestlers to the company from the previous company to go ahead and lose the matches so quickly. Certain wrestlers, not all, because you already had Adam Cole lose a match, and he signed up, he showed up the same day as DB did, or yeah, but not DB, BD, Bryan Danielson. D, it's all right. Y'all niggas.
I mean, the way he's acting like Daniel Bryan. But go ahead.
Yeah.
It's the American Dragon. That's how I do it. Because I go in between this. I do the same thing with the American. We all know the American Dragon is not. It's not this guy. I'll say this much: he's not wrestling like Daniel Bryan.
He's not.
That he's not doing.
No, he's not.
You can say he's being booked that way, and it has nothing to do with him. He's not wrestling like him.
Yeah.
With him stomping them dudes out. That's that one time he wrestled Brock that he did it too, and I was hyped when he was stomping Brock in the face. I was like, see, this is the American Dragon. Not whatever that was. So that's what I'm hyped about. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, like I agree though. That is the thing. The match itself, that's why I said the match was fucking phenomenal. It's great. Yes, sign me up for fucking 10 more matches of them niggas going at it. I'm with it.
Me too.
However, to end in a draw, that's where I'm not too convinced on that.
Funny, that's what we were telling a pro wrestling podcast. That was our argument. That told mine argument. We're like, yo, 2 matches in a row, bro. Come on, man. That's hard to. Come on, bro. And the funny thing is, Daniel. I mean, the American Dragon can lose and still not look weak. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say we said it before, this is when you use a roll-up. This is the exact moment where roll-up is like, yo, you rolled me up. You know how much of a bitch-made move that is? Rolled me up. Yo, we had 60 minutes of wrestling, and you end me with a schoolboy package or roll-up? What is that? It wasn't a buckshot lariat that beat me. It was a roll-up. The Hangman rolls people up. That's the champion you are, and then the storyline writes itself.
Now, imagine if they would have went another 30 minutes and they would have did the draw or something like that, and Daniel Bryan goes, so you had to depend on the 30-minute time limit in order to beat me. You can't go. You ain't a real wrestler. You can't go. And now the second one is an Iron Man match. It's an hour-long Iron Man match. I think that would have been a little bit more acceptable. It was like, hold up, now we got an hour. Because like, how do you go longer than an hour?
Yeah, absolutely. Saying, they could have went 45, right? Let's say the time limit is half, right? And then they come out and go. Tony Khan goes, no, we're not doing this shit again. We already had this already, right? This is where Khan outdoes himself. He goes, yo, no, we had a draw before in the same match. It wasn't for the title, but this one is. We have to have a definitive one of this bullshit. You got an extra 15. Extra 15 minutes. Make it happen. Then whatever happens, roll up or whatever, or maybe it doesn't. If you're gonna do the draw like that, maybe it's like, yo, you had 15 extra minutes. You had 15 more than Kenny, and you couldn't beat me either. And Kenny beat you.
Tony Khan. And that's the thing. As much as I love that,
but I think the best thing would have been that stupid schoolboy roll up. After all that, everything we showed each other, that was the move that you pulled out. Wow. I thought you were better than Hangman. I thought that title meant something to you. But you just want to eke by and win, kind of. All right. I mean, I know me as a man, I couldn't win that way and keep my head held high.
And then you have Bryan Danielson win by a roll-up.
Yep.
And that's how you get to...
Yo, I did beat you, but you rolled up. Hey, listen, I said if I were you, I would have wanted to win like that and think myself a man. I didn't say nothing about me. I win however I can.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about being a heel. I win however I can. It doesn't matter how I win. I'm still the champion and you lost. And the second thing is I have no friends here. I have nobody to back me up. It's just me.
Yeah.
So when I win alone. You have the Dark Order. Kenny has whoever the hell they are. Adam Cole apparently has his whole thing going. You know what I mean? Jungle Boy, Christian, and them, the Acclaimed. I have right here. There you go. Especially CM Punk against Darby Allin and Sting. That was a fun match. Apparently, but yeah, I would prefer the storyline of the roll up. You say? And keep beating up the Dark Order. That was fun too.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of didn't see it happening the first go round because he kind of made it seem like I won the tournament 3 months ago and you're not giving me my title. You're running from me. Not gonna fuck up your crew, so you have to wrestle. It's like, bro, you just won the tournament last night. Why are you acting like this guy is ducking you? Like, he just became champion. He didn't even get the belt fitted around his waist yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kenny's body isn't cold yet.
Yeah, you know.
Kenny's still alive out here, bro. I get it.
He's just getting recovered right now. He's chilling. He's just watching y'all niggas like hold his title for a second. That's it. That's all he's gonna. You guys were just holding my titles. It's okay. I'm gonna take it back. Here's my thing. I'm with you, Leon, and everything, but you lost me when you said Tony Khan can go ahead and say some shit. Tony Khan can't really cut a promo because he's too hyped to cut a promo. Like, I love the man, and his enthusiasm is outstanding. But to cut a promo, to come and be like, no, listen, we're not doing this. Because then his voice is going to go from here. Because this motherfucker got, like, the most highest pitched voices. And we're going to do this thing. Because we're going to do this like that.
That's true, yeah.
It's funny. That is correct.
I don't see him cutting.
They need somebody back to the authority.
For Tony Khan, I applaud you. However, I never see that man would ever say that shit without him tweaking out within a minute with having the mic in his hand.
That's sometimes when he fanboys, man. He fanboys hard.
Yeah, he fanboys so hard that he.
I love it too, but yeah, he fanboys hard.
Ribs. My man broke some ribs, fanboy. Okay, he got hugged by one of the wrestlers.
Like, interview with somebody new, and he's also.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a poker
interview with somebody
face,
new, like Adam Cole. He's like.
Yeah, poker
face is terrible.
He has that.
Yep. He got a brand new toy.
He's in all of these dudes.
That's it. Yeah. I'm sorry, you were saying that. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But I don't blame him.
Somebody that makes matches there comes out and says it. You know what I mean? You know, somebody with.
Tony Khan needs some. Yeah, Tony Khan kind of needs an authority. I can't believe we're saying this. An authority figure. All right. We need the authority.
Like the guy that told Loves, Adam Pearce.
Oh yeah, it's people power.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Adam, the homeless HBK.
The not Raw general manager.
Yes.
Well, Sonya Deville's not the SmackDown general manager, but somehow they make matches.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I put the bag at? I am in I'm in podcast mode and mom mode. Christmas. I am that Puerto Rican mom that basically, you know, we do shit at the very last second, like 2 days before shit happens. So
she's the pod mod now.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm missing a bag, and not a gift bag, but just like a little plastic bag for her shit.
Hey, we talk about wrestling and do you think
this is in life?
Hey, you
would have gave yourself away right there.
It's great to talk about some frustrations with wrestling as I'm being frustrated with this shit in front of me.
Oh, no, you're definitely going to get to that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I do want to talk about the CM Punk and Sting match.
Oh, let's do it.
It was cool for the face
let's go for it.
I'm always a fan of that. But CM Punk's face paint was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the face for it, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, some people have a face for something.
Word.
Yeah.
He didn't look like back. Like, we understand the look. I felt like he was trying to give me like fucking Dingo Warrior.
Yeah, he did. He did Ultimate Warrior.
I get it. It was like an Ultimate Warrior kind of Sting mashup. Because remember, they were the Blade Runners at one point, both of them together.
Yep.
But
Yeah, it wasn't working.
That Pain had no idea what Sting Pain used to look like when he was like blonde. When he had, with the fucking the guile haircut. Right?
Listen, they knew what they were doing. It's just that he didn't have the face for it. He just didn't have the face for it.
But then you look at Sting's paint. It's perfect CM Punk reference. The fist looks exactly like the shirt. I'm like, yo, somebody killed Europe. Somebody, straight up murdered Sting's face paint.
Yeah. Oh, I love
it. Because, Darby's good at it.
Yeah.
And then they said, fuck you, CM Punk.
And Darby Allin did the Wolfpack face paint. Half of his face was the Wolfpack face paint. Yep. And that was official. Yep. And then you look at CM Punk and you're like, yo, my man, I
appreciate the shorts.
Yeah.
I appreciate the pants.
Yeah. He had the Sting pants, but I was like, yo.
The old school Sting pants, yep.
You copied off of the wrong person's homework, CM Punk. The way, how like Lay likes to say it. You copied off of the wrong person's homework. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't even try to switch it up. Like, somebody did it terribly.
Yeah. And real quick.
That person, he got an A. You definitely got a C-.
Yeah, definitely. And real quick, since Gigi is doing Christmas presents wrapping right now, and if you need a last minute Christmas gift, Gigi for the Win has her own shirts. If you go to her Instagram, she has her link there. You can buy her shirts. Yeah,
Gigi for the Win.
Yeah, that's right.
I the link in my bio. Once I find that shirts up, and the new For the Win retro logo is coming up definitely very soon in the new year.
Nice.
Very cool. I'm excited. We're just gonna keep doing shit like this, keep growing, keep talking about wrestling, keep going selling shit, and we need to get a Knuckleheads t-shirt on this shop, sir. What are we waiting for?
I mean, we originally was a t-shirt company. This printer behind me makes t-shirts.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so... Yeah, and then we just went into this shit. So I have plenty of ideas for.
Do it again.
I pitched one to Toe the other day, so I'm still working on the logistics of that.
Yeah,
man.
No, but we'll definitely get it. We definitely
need to go fuck yourself, shit.
Yes. Yeah.
And Chris Lee.
Chris Lee, yes, we need it. Yeah,
Chris Lee. We gotta get Chris. I want Bobby Lashley and whatever he called Jushin Thunder Liger again.
Oh, Jushin Jangalang. Justin Jangalang, yeah.
Justin Joy. What?
Here's a fun fact, right? So I was watching a Liger match, right? Who's him in a great mood? I forget. I was watching it, and then for some reason, he went for the moonsault, and the name hit me, and I just started dying. I couldn't finish the match. I literally stopped. I paused it, then I just went to something else because I can't look at him and not think of the name now. It's horrendous because Liger has amazing matches, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was like, why is Jingling? Why is he ruining this match for me, bro? And it's completely Show's fault.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know how from Jushin Thunder Liger all he got was Jingling.
It was a lot. It was a lot for him to say at once. All right. It was a lot. He wasn't ready. He wasn't prepared. Jangalang has done his.
I love his fusion of characters too. With Bailey.
Oh yeah, Dr. Bailey Monroe. Yeah.
Yes, man. I love that one, man. That was awesome. I'm sorry. I just definitely got to make at least Chris Lee and Bobby Lashley at least.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can be on some. I'm trying to picture how they would look.
Oh, I got. It will probably be silhouettes. I got some ideas. It's not 100%, but when you said it, images popped in my head. So I got some kind of ideas. But yeah, like I said, we have a website, knucklehead.com, where we were trying to sell the shirts on there, but life hit us. You know what I'm saying? So we stopped that, and then we started doing this shit. We're gonna get back into it eventually, but as of right now, hit up Gigi's link in her Instagram. The Instagram is in the description below. Kenny from the Call Up, also his link should be in the description below. His Instagram. He has one on ProWrestlingTees.com. Hit him. Perfect Christmas presents for the little ones, the big ones, And the
For
annoying
those
ones.
wrestling fans and the wrestling / podcast fans, you know what I'm saying? Podcast fans?
Oh,
Definitely,
yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? Two folks that know their wrestling very well, next level, and truly enjoy the art. You know what I mean? So it's, you know what I mean? Show them love, man. Great people. So,
Definitely. Yeah.
so yeah, man. The match was fun because it kind of reminded me of those old school matches where even MJF ran away. Like him
Yeah.
and Punk never touched each
Are
other.
you muted, Gigi?
I
I'm
think
sorry.
she is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
I didn't want you guys to listen to the
MJF and Punk
bags.
Sorry.
never touched each other.
Yeah.
And that reminded me of those old school classic stuff where they build it that way. And then, by the way, I forgot Dark, right? Dax Hardwood took everybody's finishing move.
Oh, he did.
I don't think you could have seen anybody happier doing it because he took the go to sleep into the Scorpion Death drop and then the coffin drop.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
it was one move to the other. And when you see him like doing like him going back and then Sting doing it, you can kind of see a smile on his face before Sting does this.
Yeah.
He's kind of also, he's like, yes, I'm getting the Scorpion Death drop.
Nice.
And at one point, Sting jumped off the top rope to the outside.
I saw that
I was
highlight.
scared for him. I was scared for him.
Yeah, but luckily, you know,
Like he was a little bit going up there. I'm like, oh my god.
like, yo,
You did
we
good.
can't let the legend die on us. We're not gonna set
Yeah.
Rollins in.
Yeah, for real.
Alright.
And then the great part is that as their face paint match and all that, the heels all had yellow tights.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, saying it hit you like some real like 80s kind of vibe thing, you know what I mean? Like kind of like a Survivor Series kind of deal going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
dope, though.
Really fun, man.
I love-
really fun matches.
I love those extra details that they put in there for that. I saw
Absolutely.
Dynamite all the way up to that match, and then because I was at work, so then I had to actually do work like a bendejo, so I missed the match. But you know,
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand completely. That's
Yeah,
how
but
my
it-
Fridays and Mondays went.
yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely like when you get to see the whole thing, man, you're just gonna look at it and appreciate the 80s booking done there, both WCW and WWE style.
yeah,
The fact that their biggest feud of the company kept going because they never touched each other. At one point, he ran into the crowd, MJF, and then came running all the way back to tag in. It was hilarious, bro. But you know, it was definitely it was one of those like it finished the show right. Let me put it like that. You know what I mean? It was that show was fun. That was a fun show. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they had good wrestling, but it was definitely like the moment I saw it, I was like, oh man, I love this. I see where this is coming.
yeah. Do you guys think that AEW is going downhill with like the Dynamite and Rampage shows? Because I've been seeing some comments that people are saying that AEW is starting to suck. I haven't noticed any of that, but
I don't think so, but I think the reason why people are saying that is because they're also buying into shit that Eric Bischoff's been saying, that, you know, you can't have all these stars. There's a downfall in AEW. Like, he's not for nothing. I love Eric Bischoff for what he's done for this industry and everything like that, but at the same time, like, he shits on AEW so much, and he has been lately. You know, and then you have those people who, you know, day one fans, you know, they want to see your Sunny Kiss, your Serena D, you know, there's so many wrestlers that when they first started, they were on Dynamite, and now they're not on Dynamite. They're on Evolution. They're on Dark, right? They're on Rampage. And even Rampage, you have to have that one star that kind of feels like they go from Dynamite to Rampage. And we all know that it's one big show. But as for the actual show itself, it should be different. You know, you have to have something that's kind of like in between. And those like oh my God, what's his name? Who is Sunny Kiss's partner? Joey what?
Joey Canellis or something like that?
It wasn't Canellis. Canellis
Okay,
is Mike Canellis. You thinking about Mike Canellis?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes,
That's Mike Canellis. No, fuck. Oh my god, this is terrible. Nonetheless, you have these people that came from the indie circuit.
Joey
Right.
Janela.
Thank you.
I was like,
Oh my god, I knew it started with a J, but I
mine
couldn't
wasn't
figure
white
out
enough. My
like
name
Joey
wasn't white
Jam.
Yeah.
my name wasn't white enough. I apologize.
Sorry.
But like I said, you have so many people that came from the independent circuit before when Dynamite first started out. You had them, you showcased them. That's what made it interesting. And now you have all these former WWE employees. We're just being realistic, and I'm not calling CM Punk just like another former because that to me, when I say former, I mean like Daniel Bryan.
Adam
or
Cole.
Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, fucking.
I mean, Kyle
Swagger
O'Reilly
was MMA. Swagger was in MMA, and then he got
Even
Jake
the
Hager now.
Jericho.
Jericho. Even the dude that challenged Sammy Guevara for the TNT championship. Tony Nese.
Oh yeah, Tony Nese.
Tony Nese.
Tony Nese, yeah.
And man, Tony Nese was so good to watch when he was in the cruiserweight division, but not for 205 Live, if you understand what the fuck I'm saying.
Absolutely correct. I get it. Yeah. It's funny because like Kyle O'Reilly still smells like the WWE right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
He still smells like NXT.
Yep.
Yeah.
2.0, unfortunately. That's what he smells like. Like brand
You
new.
think he smells like 2? No, I feel like he smells like black and gold.
That's true.
My man saw the train wreck happening and he was like, "This is gonna be my last match."
He might smell like a little bit like. He might smell like Van Wagner. Van Wagner, is this his right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, let's call him Van Wilder because
Van
Wilder.
Look, so between Van Wilder, right, and the guy with the basketball shorts, they are the perfect example of creator wrestling.
Yes.
No personality. Number one.
CM Punk's face paint.
Generic look. And you just look at him and go, what do you see that I'm missing? What am I missing? I'm not saying I don't know how to create a character. But I know when I see somebody that can become something. Braun Breaker, without anybody's help, I saw that a mile away. That dude, Tony D'Angelo, who plays the so racist Pacific Italian, he has a personality.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Oh, shit.
You can literally, I can see, because he can speak. He's articulate himself, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're great. Even the Usos brother, he has a thing. I don't agree with the gimmick. It's stupid to me because I don't think he has a actual martial arts record or boxing.
Feels
Whatever.
Forced.
Neither,
That's what it is.
Neither
It
there, right?
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes, perfect example. That's the kind of guy, like I can see Carmelo in the main roster winning the IC championship within 2 months of being there because he has a look. He can talk. You know what I'm saying? He has a swagger to him.
Yep.
The other guy, the first two gentlemen that I mentioned, no. My man, if there were two people that could define vanilla ice cream, it'd be these two guys.
Yo, my man stood next to Adam Pearce and no one gave a shit.
Yo, Sami Zayn just said, anyway.
Yeah. Who the fuck is this guy?
He didn't acknowledge him. He just said, anyway.
Like this guy just got off the set of Beauty and the Beast? What the fuck?
You could have sworn he was a bodyguard that later on becomes a superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Bobby Roode did it, and then somebody,
MJF.
Charles Spears did it too. But you're like, why are you here? And then the other dude too. I'm like, who are you? I feel like when that happened, when the thing happened with War Games, they needed another spot. He was just walking by like, yeah, my man, you want in? We need somebody else. We need a body. And now he has a few with AJ Styles.
Yeah. Out of nowhere.
Because he had Twitter beef.
Who are you?
You know, and that's another thing that I don't like about the way WWE operates. It's like, I get it. You want us to pay attention to every facet of your company, but I don't want to follow 300 fucking WWE superstars so I can see storylines. If they got beef on Twitter, mention it on the show so that way I can get caught up and figure the shit out. Don't just tell me AJ Styles is coming to NXT. For what? For this guy, he said that his mom has the same haircut as him. Who gives a shit? We've been talking shit about AJ Styles' haircut for fucking years. He ain't coming to my house. When did that bring this motherfucker anywhere?
But if he plans to, please have his agents DM me so I can just make sure that you guys are legit, because, you know, holiday seasons are coming around, and a visit from AJ Styles would be great if he had a problem with us talking about his hair looking like a soccer mom.
True.
And
you know, I'm here though.
Yeah.
And then nobody else said it.
Yeah.
Jericho started that whole thing, and then all of a sudden, like a year later, it got dropped.
Yep.
Well, you're just taking Jericho's shtick and using it for your generic ass.
Yep.
Yeah, because they can't come up with anything original because they got rid of Black and Gold. It's fucking
that
trash.
Should be a song right there. Got rid of Black and Gold, son. There goes your money.
Seriously.
I just don't get it. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, some of the feuds don't make sense. Well, all of them don't really, be honest with you. Mostly the men. So why are Pete Dunne and Tony Mama Luke having beef? Problems? Why does a British and Italian guy have a problem? What's going on with that?
This is my problem.
Like, oh, man, out of everything to take from Pete Dunne, the one thing that's in his mouth all day, it's gross.
Yeah.
Word.
And then all of a sudden he's beating him with a tie iron. No, crowbar. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Crowbar. What do you want a crowbar?
The thing is with these wrestlers is that they're not relatable. We can't relate to them.
Yeah.
But the ones that we do relate to are the ones that we want to push. Because why? Because they look like one of us. They look like an actual fan. They look like it doesn't look like it's a forced character because they're just so comfortable in their own skin and they get to be themselves in some sort of weird way and fashion, because you can't be yourself if you're in WWE. You have to be someone else.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Which sucks at this point. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the day and age where our kids are fucking smarter than us than what we are at their age. Or we were at their age. All right? Nobody's fucking stupid here. And it's insulting when you have to take a regular fucking name that can honestly take you a lot further than a name like Braun Breaker with 2-3 Ks.
Everyone's silent. Yep.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's insulting. And it's insulting to children. They know better.
No,
They
yeah.
just see Braun Breaker and it's like, nah, you need to understand there's history. They don't want to bring up history. They never do, right? Charlotte never brought up her being the fact that, you know, her daddy's Ric Flair. We all knew, but when she was in NXT, she was just Charlotte. It was towards the end of NXT where she became Charlotte Flair.
Yep.
And she didn't want that shit.
Yep.
All right?
Because she was doing it for her brother, right?
Huh?
She became a wrestler for her brother because her brother passed.
Yeah. Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
So and then you have characters that have two names, and then we just drop it to one. Why?
Yeah.
I remember Antonio Cesaro.
Yeah, remember that?
Antonio Cesaro, when he was a rugby player.
That knew 7 languages.
That was just Cesaro.
The man does know 7 languages, and nobody takes advantage.
Yes, he does.
Nobody takes advantage of that.
But yeah, it's stupid shit like that that's insulting. And when it's insulting to our intelligence, it's like, well, I mean, who the fuck are you fooling?
Yeah.
With these stories and with these characters. And when's the last time you seen an Italian motherfucker walking around with a little fucking hat. Well, what is that fucking hat? What is it
The
called?
fedora?
I think
It doesn't.
I think the
That's not a
podcast.
fedora. It's like
That's
a
something
little.
else. I forgot
Yeah.
what that's called. It's something else.
But
The hat
it's
that Corbin wears now is a fedora.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Fedora.
But you know, when's the last time you actually seen?
Rocky hat. Yeah.
Yeah, like, but you ever really seen an Italian We in New York. Have you seen an Italian nigga wearing a hat like that with a fucking? Well, it's not even a crowbar. It's like a little fucking. It looks like a little socket. Yeah, it's a little slapjack. All right.
Yeah.
With like you are literally being a stereotype for Italian people.
He's
trying to be Little Guido.
He goes, yo, if he's from Chicago, why does he have a Brooklyn accent? I was like, it's a good point.
Oh my God.
He's supposed to be from Chicago.
Yo, over again.
You remember ECW, Little Guido, Tony Mama Luke, and
yes.
yeah.
Tracy Smothers wasn't even Italian.
Yeah.
He was just down with them for some reason. Like Tony Mama Luke and Guido are Italian. Of Italian descent.
Yep.
Tracy Smothers, I was like, his last name is Smothers. That is not Italian at all.
But see, back in the day was different. Because back in the day, you had to create a kayfabe character in order for you to kind of sell the whole thing. This is a new, different day and age where reality more sets in than anything else. It's more like... Fucking, you have children that at the age of 6 and 7 are diehard Survivor fans.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. When they're creating characters like this, they don't work because they're non-relatable.
Yeah.
We don't feel like we can relate to them. Yeah, we can probably say that some of their matches will be okay, but it's not what's gonna sell over. And
the crazy shit is that those stereotypes that they're doing now, like the Italian guy that Lay just mentioned, they worked in the 90s because that was a stereotype of them. The Italians don't look like that no more.
No.
Like, I can understand if you did the updated version of an Italian guy, you know?
Yeah.
I get it, but it don't work like that no more. Like, you can't keep giving me this fucking samurai Japanese dude. Japan don't look like that no more, bro. You know, they don't do that no more.
Yo, my man, if you want to come out with a dude that comes from Japan that's a b-boy, that's related.
There you go.
They love the breakdance, or the guy's a gamer.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a gamer, and I come in. I'm really in a wrestling match. I'm a gamer, but I'm trying my hand at this. My man, give me something that makes sense. Or, the easiest thing you could do is a guy that does this. Like, oh, he has his YouTube channel, and he criticizes. They're like, oh, somebody challenged him. He goes, all right, I'm in. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll show up and I'll wrestle. All of a sudden, oh shit, he's actually pretty good.
You know, yeah, to be honest, that would be a crazy ass fucking gimmick. Imagine that. They had a dude that did a podcast, but he was a wrestler. The podcast was kayfabe. And like Pat McAfee. And he was talking shit, and they were like, yo, why don't you come? And then it would make all the podcast people like, yo, I'll fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? It would give excitement to that. And but
you brought in you brought in your audience by doing things like that. You're bringing two different cultures into one, and that's what they're failing to do.
And that's that thing of getting that reality into it. You're like, you want to be about reality TV. You only give explain son. You can literally what you see here, what's happening right now, right?
Yep.
Male or female or both. You know what I'm saying? It could be like a partner thing. You're like, yo, well, he went or she went. Shit, I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna back her up. You know what I mean? And it writes itself, son. It's so easy, but you're making it. You're so focused on the 90s and the 80s, you're forgetting that right now, the easiest way to do it is shit like this.
Yeah.
You can have one internet model. Internet models make crazy money. And all of a sudden somebody goes, you know what? Somebody out of the left because I probably goes, yo, internet models disgust me. All right? And you have somebody go, well, you start them off that way, right? Like you back them, they do their page, their Instagram, all of a sudden it goes, wait, I heard you running them up by internet models, talking about we're not tough, we just look cute. Dude, has to be a good looking dude apparently. Has to be, or a woman, or both, who knows?
That would have been a good way to bring Eva Marie back if she actually trained.
Okay, I'm not gonna go down that route because there it is.
Yeah, I see her staring a fucking hole in my.
Leave that alone. You guys figure that out.
I'm just saying.
You folks figure
Really?
it out.
Hey, I was gonna say Mandy Rose, but at that point she was with Sonya Deville.
You can use all these tropes that are in social media, all of them, and you can, and anybody that there's a lot of people that look like YouTubers but also look like they can go.
Look at Xavier Woods.
Yeah, same. But the thing is, you got to get a guy that literally looks like he's a YouTuber. Nobody knows who he is. He can't be an indie guy.
Yeah.
You got to get somebody. And if he is an indie guy, he's a guy that's just about to start. You're like, wait, we have an idea. Because you also look like a YouTuber, and we can use you this way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And his stuff comes at first exclusively on the net, on like NXT. Then all of a sudden, he has an actual podcast. So like he has an actual YouTube channel. People are like, oh, you're never going to do it or whatever. People are going to hate right away.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, he shows up in NXT one day like, yo, I heard you talk. And there it is.
Or the wrestlers come on his podcast.
Yeah.
And like he just straight out disrespects him on some, yo, homeboy, since when did you become Mike Tyson's Punch-Out video game play over here? You got basketball shorts on with baseball gloves. You think you're a boxer, but you're wrestling like a fish. Like, what's going on here, bro? You don't know how to act. And then the minute the guy starts talking, you cut him off, and you get him out of the podcast. See, he didn't want no beef with me. And then next thing you know, it's like, yo, dude, now it's personal. You know what I'm saying?
I need this.
I don't want to alarm you. You have balls on your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I like grabbing these balls.
Yeah, it's funny.
They're
She goes, I need this hat in my life.
I need this.
And it's in your life. That's yours.
I definitely.
It's yours. You can have it. We'll give it to you for free.
You want to do something different? A YouTuber's the perfect thing.
Yeah.
The way Prince Pretty had the selfie thing going for him.
Yep.
Is that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when the first time I saw that, I was like, he got something. Tyler Breeze, I was like, that's perfect.
Yep.
There's two things annoying me. 100 selfies of yourself.
Yep.
When you're only allowed 10 pictures, but somehow you manage to squeeze in 75. And the fact that you live here.
Yeah.
But then the selfie stick with the fur on it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Oh, that shit was so good. That entrance was everything.
Yeah.
Oh
between the beats and the way he walked and then the pose, and then the crazy part is the thing that you put the cherry on top is that he can go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Great
he was Rick Martel.
Have you ever actually listened to the lyrics of his song?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. Fucking amazing. And it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Imagine if Austin Theory's gimmick was not, I'm going to take a picture with you and post it on Instagram. It's, I'm an influencer and I need shit to make YouTube videos like Jake Paul and all that other shit. And he just he's interrupting the match and he's like, yo guys, we're in the middle of the match right now, and he's distracting Finn Balor and he's like, look, there's Finn Balor, and like he's trying to do some crazy shit, and they actually post those videos up on YouTube on his channel. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, listen, because see this. I'm tagging with Finn Balor. Finn Balor's like, what are you doing, dude? We're in a match.
Yeah, and it'd be perfect to go to do the kayfabe in real life, because imagine he's like, yo, Finn Balor's mad at me. Let's see what. And you go up to him at the gym. You're like, yo, Finn, why you mad at me, bro? And Finn's like, what? And he's like, yo, yeah, why you mad at me? Because you lost. You suck at wrestling. Like, what? And then you see Finn Balor go to chase him. He's like, yo, we're out. But nah, we got to take pictures. We got to give you less than the bare minimum.
Just taunting him.
Between the YouTuber, the influencer, and the YouTube and
podcast,
the Instagram model, and Instagram, man, those you can literally take either. You can have one on Raw, one on SmackDown, and one on NXT.
They can make a group with themselves, like the social media, like the influencers. Yeah,
first separate, and then they find each other. They go, you know what's funny? We're social media heads.
Yeah,
we should be doing this together. You know what I mean? And there you go. And you got not only do you have a fraction, but you have a fraction that's relatable now.
Yep.
That kids will get behind it, will buy the merch. You know what I'm saying? They'll follow those cats everywhere, especially on what? Social media.
Yeah.
Social media.
And what made Hit Row so relatable was they were actually making music.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they dressed like us. They were different than everybody else. They were making music. You know, they were different.
They were literally, they were the hurt business in the bloodline of NXT,
Yeah,
and they threw it away.
yeah,
They were literally
Completely.
the best thing you had going.
Yo.
Best thing you had going, bro. And the best new thing that for some reason you felt you needed to rush up. I'm like, I'll tell you this much. What you needed to do was make Top Dollar at least the U.S. champ, the North American champ, and the other two, the NXT tag team champs. Then you bring them up.
yeah.
Because apparently they wanted to push Top Dollar, right? Because he's charismatic, he's a big dude, Vince likes some thick boys. It's weird. I'm not getting into that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that.
Hey, yo.
It's a whole little joke. You do that right, you do it right, you know what I'm saying? And but then that's when Strickland comes in and goes, my man, you do realize that I run Hit Row, not you, right? And I get people like you, but this is my group. I started this with Adonis, then Fab came, then you came. But still my crew, and then that's how the inner turmoil comes in. Wrestling 101, son.
Yeah.
You fuck that up.
They even botched their fucking debut.
Oh my God.
Everything.
God.
Everything.
Why? Here's my question. What the fuck does Sami Zayn have to do with Hit Row?
Oh shit! I got this the wrong way.
He's the most down brother on the roster.
No, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I would prefer you do that shit with Happy Corbin.
That would have made more sense. That would have made more sense. Yeah.
It would have been like, my man, you realize you one of the corniest dudes on it. You're a cornball, son.
Yo, you know what would have been even crazier if they did the broke Corbin, and like he was still broke, and then they came down and they were fucking with him like, yo, bro, you know what? You want to get your shit? Come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
He's an errand boy.
Yeah. And he becomes down Corbin. You know what I'm saying? Like he's down with the cause type shit. He's the crush in that Nation of Domination.
Yes. Yes. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. My man, there's so many ways you could have done that. And that's another thing. The sad Corbin, they rushed that too much. They could have kept on with the sad Corbin.
I think
I like the backhanded compliments.
Yeah.
I like that kind of shit. Like, yo, help me, because clearly you don't waste your money on investments and this shit. I'm like, my man, but yo, you want $100,000? You gonna disrespect me to my face, bro?
Yeah.
That is gonna work like that.
Yeah.
If that's honestly, that was probably some of the most creative shit he's done.
Yeah. I think he could pull off Happy Corbin, but what I think Madcap Moss is fucking. Yeah, he's holding him. He's holding him down.
If you do Happy Corbin alone, he can be so annoying.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is. The man himself, because I follow him on Instagram, right? He's money, charismatic. He's like charismatic, and he knows how to annoy people. Like he knows how to fuck with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He understands the psychology of wrestling. He gets it. He's like, it's kind of like Kurt Angle, all puns intended. He understands it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knows what pisses people off and what doesn't. Like, what people hate is somebody that has it all and gets more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's tall, you know what I'm saying? He's clearly successful. You know what I mean? And if you follow him on YouTube, the dude has a nice place. They have a loving family, but he's such a dick that you can't like the dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, it's nothing about you that's redeeming. But fuck, man, I love to hate you. It's easy.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy how fucking the WWE has all this talent and all these people that can make this show phenomenal, and they're choosing not to.
Absolutely. So here's my question. Look, like I'm gonna ask you guys. Well, it's a question and right into a statement, right? Why on God's green earth is Finn Balor not literally title contention or has a championship right now? Help me out. First of all, we're gonna start from the base down. The man can wrestle.
Yo, he was the hottest thing on NXT before Cross became champion.
Absolutely. So, and that was bad. That's rock and roller Balor.
Yeah.
The rock and roller. before, the whole gun club thing, the bullet club thing, rock and roller battle, right? Which
Yep.
is perfect. 2, you know what I'm saying? His mic skills may not be the best, but when he says something, it's poignant, right? And then on top of it, he has a look. It's good looking dude.
Yeah.
Okay? He's in shape. He's still in his mid-30s. Man, if you do it right, the way he lives his life, he does Legos. The dude don't even go out and drink and party. He goes home and does Legos, and he lays up with his banging looking Mexican wife. What are we doing here? We're speaking of amazing talent and probably one of the best role models you have in WWE right now.
He's not the size that Vince wants him to be.
You had Ballet Club for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
You at one point, the man literally rocks
the rainbow,
the gay, trans, all them flags, and has no qualms about it. None of that Scott Hall shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Fuck, I missed an outfit.
Every pun intended. And what are we doing here? How does this not have a belt and not an ambassador for you guys?
It's got to be his size. He got to be too small.
It's his size. I believe it's his size.
Yeah.
All due respect to Roman and Big E. I love Big E, love Roman, but if I'm gonna, because he's the right color.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a dude that has international appeal. Come on, bro. What are you doing here?
Well, you know what it is? This is exactly what it is. He's too big to be WWE made, but he's not AJ Styles big to be major player. You know what I'm saying? Like, his name was well known outside of the WWE for him to be an original WWE wrestler. So he's not a creation of Vince McMahon. Strike one. He's not 452 pounds of solid muscle. 6'8". Strike two. He's not American. Strike three. AJ Styles gets away with it because he is undeniably one of the greatest wrestlers, if not the greatest wrestler in the business today. And he needed to be champion. Otherwise, it would have been like he would have been gone that first time, that contract was up.
Agreed.
And Finn, it's just one of those. It's like, we gave him a shot and he got hurt. Thank you, Seth Rollins. You did what we told you to do. Because it's magical how the only people Seth Rollins hurt was Finn Balor and Sting.
Here's the fun part. And I'm not saying it happened on purpose, but Sting would have easily took that spot.
Yeah.
That step spot.
Yeah.
Because first of all, think about this. Finn is a better Seth than Seth.
He is.
With all due respect to Seth, you know what I mean? I don't like Seth Rollins, but I recognize his talent. But where he lacks, Finn has.
Yeah.
Finn is literally one of the squeakiest clean motherfuckers in this business. All right? Squeaky clean. No dick pics out there, nothing.
Yep.
Literally. Saying everybody likes the guy. Nobody said anything bad about Finn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
he's not 6'9", so who gives a fuck?
Yo,
go.
Think about Finn Balor in the position with the corporate with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon and Corporate Kane, the corporation. Finn Balor in that position instead of for Seth Rollins. That I think it would have skyrocketed Finn Balor like no one else's business because it's Finn Balor. The way Finn Balor was when he was that cocky badass motherfucker when he went back to NXT, and now imagine that with the big wigs behind him. Come on.
And the great thing is he has that Bullet Club history. He can turn around and turn on them, and everybody would buy it. Goes, yo, I was never about the machine. There's a machine in Japan, and I didn't like that machine. I started our own thing.
Yep.
You say? And then you can bring in your Battle Club. Like, we started our own shit. Like, yo, that machine in Japan was mad stuffy. And I did this. This was a means to an end. I used you guys till I felt like I didn't need you anymore. I did what you do to everybody in this business. That's what I did to you guys. How does it feel? And now I do my thing, and I fuck your shit up.
It would have been like he was a new Austin type, like almost like a
cooler, edgier Austin for now.
yeah. That made the NWO. He would have been an Austin Hogan / Scott Hall, Kevin Nash character.
Kind of a hybrid of all of them.
Yeah.
Because he did it already.
Yeah, because he would have rebelled. He would have rebelled against the man like Austin did, and then he would have made the Bullet Club like the NWO did, and it would have been just as big.
He could have even done one of the most impossible things, and because his match with Roman Reigns for him to get to that title shot was good. He could have done the one thing that W could never have done, and after he does that right, and then they try to bring up Roman, and he turns heel, he's a good enough heel to push Roman to the point where we like him.
Yeah.
Like, we like Finn, but he's a dick now. So we got, this dude here, except for the blue contacts, which is stupid and racist. When I saw them, I was like, when did Roman get blue eyes? I seen him in The Shield. I've seen that, when they did these interviews, I'm like, you can tell when somebody has blue eyes.
Yeah.
He's not. None of the Shield members have blue eyes.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Yeah. What could have been and what it should have been. And you have some time now. Don't fuck this up, WWE.
Oh, yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's for the tape.
What? They said what? Fuck it up? You got it.
You don't know us very well, do you, bro? This is what we do.
We were born for this shit.
By Raw, SmackDown, and they really aren't trying at this point.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man. I mean, we discussed every part of it. I mean, NXT by itself was a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
was successful.
No.
I mean, so you can tell us about Raw. Unfortunately, you sit through it with Kenny and Joe, and I feel like, one, I appreciate it. Yes. I really do. Two, you're suffering because I've seen your faces.
Yeah.
Every episode I go, you guys do not seem excited.
Yeah, no, yeah, that it's literally every week I read that comment from Leigh, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not. And the most exciting thing that happened on Raw was the fact I got copyright struck. Me and Kenny, right after my shit, when Black Kenny got struck also.
Really?
But he didn't get suspended like I did.
So wait, it was the live streaming?
It was the Monday night.
It was the live streaming?
Yeah, it was the watch along. And I contacted YouTube and I was like, yo, listen, shit. I was like, I didn't get an email. I don't know what's going on, but apparently I got struck and I don't know why. And if it's because of the audio or video, I had no audio or video playing. We was just talking about the show. And they said, well, you don't have enough evidence to prove you didn't do some shit. So we can't take away the copyright strike. And I said, do you want to watch the fucking stream? Because I got it recorded. Like, apparently you didn't watch it. All we did was talk shit about wrestling, and my co-host needs to watch the shit that we're watching. So if it leaked onto my shit, I can't control that.
Yeah.
If it's from a TV, yeah, I'm not broadcasting nothing. And that's when I showed y'all the video of if I take your video and I'm critiquing it, that's fair use. Well, apparently not to the fucking Spanish man that lives in the Bronx.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. I thought it was because of the shit from the award show that you got flagged for that shit.
No, that one we got a copyright claim where they took the video down, but it wasn't a strike. It was just one of those, they just took it down. This one was,
I think that's what it was.
Because I still have that video on my private list, I just can't show it. This, on Raw, they wiped it from my shit completely. Like, it's almost like I never did that stream. And now I'm blocked from live streaming. For 7 days, apparently, because I had to look it up. They didn't even notify me about that shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is hot garbage.
But like I said, man, that ain't gonna stop us because we got Spotify, we got all these other shits. They ain't giving us no problem. Fuck it.
And it's a good thing Show came back on because he talks too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just talks way too much.
Wait, yeah. We couldn't get a word in with him. He said he was charging his phone. I think he fell asleep.
He's trying
he fell asleep. That nigga gone. That nigga gone.
Home.
Word.
All right. He's doing full nap mode. He's asleep already.
Yo, for real. The car is like, wake up, Mr. Show, you're home.
Yo, imagine that? He fell asleep in the car again, Show.
Word. But yeah, like I said, I want to end the show on this note. The biggest disappointment about what's happening now in the WWE is that the fact that you have Bobby Lashley, Big E, Kofi Kingston, these men of color are getting titles and recognition for being on the same level as everyone else, and you're giving us a shit show for it. You know, for the first time in history, we have multiple African American champions back to back, nonetheless. And
king.
Yeah, we got a king, and there's no respect there.
None.
And there's no actual deep storylines that warrant main event status on the Raw show. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing to watch.
No.
And
at least not of interest.
Yeah, and Bobby Lashley with MVP and the Hurt Business was something to watch. They took that away from us. Big E in himself, when he did a WrestleMania with Apollo Crews and that African beat drum match, that promo that he did in the Orange Bowl was worthy of watching it himself. Kofi Kingston, being a fan of his since day one, those 10 years, 11 years that he's been in the business, him winning that title and being champion was a story in it fucking self. Xavier Woods becoming the king of the ring, him fighting for that, is a story in itself. That's something we gonna be proud of. And they said, look, you can be it too, just don't expect us to care about you.
Yep,
that's the message that we're getting.
That's the message.
Yeah.
Like, you'll achieve it, but after that, you're on your own.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about you.
Because, you know, as much as I love,
sink or swim.
Yeah.
It's literally sink or swim. Oh, and you have to work with the shit that we give you to work with, because you can't be original on your own.
Yeah.
No.
Sink or swim with these cinder blocks on your ankles.
Absolutely correct. Yeah.
And as much as I love Hogan, growing up, there was no Spanish man I could look up to except for Tito Santana, and he was El Matador at the time. So, you know, there's no really you can do it too. But now these kids have a you can do it too, and it's just a spit in the face.
Absolutely.
Especially for the women, the little girls growing up.
Bianca Belair losing that match to Becky Lynch, as fast as she did.
Yo, our entire generation of female wrestlers right now are credited to Trish Stratus and Lita, and Victoria and Mighty Molly, and those women.
What's your name?
Jacqueline and Jazz and.
There's another one.
Ivory. Yes, Ivory. And every other woman that I didn't mention.
Absolutely, yes.
It's a credit to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now these people, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Big E, Bobby Lashley, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, even in NXT, what's his name? The dude that was just in the War Games with the 2.0. Carmelo Hayes. These are all people that are gonna mold the next generation of fans and the next generation of superstar. And you're going, look, you can make it to this point, but we're not gonna give a shit about you.
We're not gonna back you.
Yeah, we're not gonna back you.
Yeah. And there's a ceiling for you.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? You can't say that about any other minority. Damian Priest was only Puerto Rican for Bad Bunny. Now he's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
No, he's absolutely correct.
Oh, shit.
He's absolutely correct.
There's no argument here.
He's absolutely correct.
Where's yo in this world where everyone everyone has a platform to speak? Where's the Asians?
Damn.
Where's Oscar? I know she's hurt, but you literally Kyrie Singh is gone. Io Shirai, you're not doing shit with him. Where they at?
You have that one Asian girl that she's now a superhero.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not talk about Naomi.
Oh, right. Now no, fuck. Yeah.
Xia Li.
Yeah.
Xia Li.
Her. Great entrance. But we're not entrances.
Yes.
She's rating Angie Tana rolling a 1.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going back to Glacier.
Yeah. The stereotypes. You can be in this business as a Asian, as an Asian American or as any kind of Asian descent you want. Just remember, $1 puff of rice, because you can't be any other kind of wrestler apparently.
Yeah. You're a martial artist, or you're a martial artist.
You're a martial artist or a joke.
Yeah. A little bit of both.
No. Or you can still be finding your way to Monday Night Raw.
It was like Veer.
Like our good friend, what's his name?
Veer.
I wouldn't know because I've never seen him on Monday Night Raw. He's still going.
Yeah.
He's still finding his way.
You know what's hilarious?
He made a left at Albuquerque.
He was on Monday Night Raw for like a month.
Yep.
Losing to Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
And now, apparently, somebody dropped him off somewhere and he's walking back.
Yeah. And that's
from India itself.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another race I didn't bring up. Jinder Mahal. I make fun of him all the time. I call him Jinder Mahal. Not because of him, because of the way they treat him. But imagine that. You can be Middle Eastern and the WWE champion as long as we can make money off of you in your country.
The modern day Maharaja.
As long as we can make money off of you going to your country, you'll be champion.
That's such a shame. That's such a shitty way to see it. But it's the only way to see it.
That was a very shrewd and disrespectful business way of doing it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go to that market. We're gonna make you champ. That it?
Because the only reason why he won that is because they were going to. They were trying to do an NXT there. Yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, Shinsuke Nakamura was supposed to be champion. Mm-hmm. And they decided to go with Jinder because they were trying to get the Hindu route or whatever. But hey, what do we know? We just watched the product. Mm-hmm. And you want to call us smart marks? Just remember, I'm not a smart mark. I'm just not blind.
We're just not dumb.
Yeah, I can only judge you on what you show me. And this is what you're showing me.
And we say all the time, right? Ron Breaker is 2Ks. That K is a lot less silent nowadays. And now we're not saying this to the wrestlers.
Yep.
At all. Have no idea about the fella. Loved his fathers and uncles' work in WCW. Amazing wrestlers. I have no idea about the fella. What we're talking about is the people that gave him the name and the people running the show.
Yeah.
Every year, every month, every day, you make it more obvious what this company really wants in a superstar.
Yep.
Someone that doesn't look like us, doesn't sound like us, doesn't speak our other language, our historically accurate language, mm-hmm. or anybody that looks a little darker than me. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that's a little more, as you folks with that silent K would say, urban.
Yeah.
Urban, that's another one.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Or another one is...
That's a good one.
Or any of the ladies that look exotic.
Yes.
So just understand, we've been watching it for years. We are intelligent. We're not smart marks, but we are intelligent.
Yeah.
And we see when we see bullshit and unfairness. When we see it,
no, bullshit
we're gonna recognize it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And we want better. We want better from you, not from the wrestlers. The wrestlers got nothing to do with it. We want better from you. And and in honor of fairness, as of right now, AEW ain't making much better statements when it comes to racial equality. I guarantee that I'm granted. There's only fucking 4 AEW champions, but they're all from the same color. And Sammy Guevara is the lightest Spanish man I've ever seen, and we only know he's Spanish because they call him a Spanish god once in a while when Jericho's out there. And Hobbs.
Yeah.
We do have their tag team champs, and they're both purely Mexican. You don't believe me? They call them Lucha Bros.
It's true, but we could also make the blind argument. It's only because they have a deal with Triple I and FTR, Mexican tag team champions.
I'm tired of seeing. Like, I loved FTR and Lucha Brothers, but they're not the only tag teams to go against Lucha Brothers. So it'd be nice to not see FTR versus Lucha Brothers again.
Yeah, Santana Ortiz
in the same match again.
Yeah.
We need to like really be a little bit more diverse.
Yeah.
Because we're not.
We have the Acclaimed.
Yep. Private Party.
So good.
Those are two African American gentlemen.
Private Party. You have Santana Ortiz.
One of them is
Yeah.
One of them is definitely hitting another community.
Of another sexual orientation, but I think
there we go.
We have Sonny Kiss, who's also like that. More out there than the gentleman from the Acclaim.
Yeah.
But still, talented wrestler. If you ever seen Lucha Underground, Sonny can go.
And
doesn't matter what Sonny does outside of those ropes. In those ropes, Sonny has two things going for him: personality, charisma, for a whole bunch of reasons, and pure wrestling abilities.
Yep.
So why can't we see Sonny Kiss? Like, example, why can't we see Sonny Kiss versus Jungle Boy?
Why can't I see Sonny Kiss versus Sammy Guevara?
Yeah.
And put that title around Sonny Kiss' waist and see how that goes.
Yep.
Give the individual a shot. You never know. There's some kid out there that sees that title around that person's waist and goes, you know what? Finally, I'm represented too.
Yeah.
There's a kid that both is African American and is gay and is waiting for that one person. That's a wrestling fan that's waiting for that one person that's gonna have both those things represented at once.
Yep.
This person is not only gay and not only African American, but he represents who I am. I feel the exact same way. I act the same way as he does. I identify like he does. And then we have, which is the most obvious choice, that you are my two fellow podcasters here were at the show where Pride and Power showed up.
Yep.
And from what I've seen and I understand, and I had some other friends there too, by the way, that Kenny knows. Kenny knows my boys. It's crazy. Small world.
Yeah, right?
Like, apparently they got one of the biggest pops in all through that stadium. Go figure that out.
Yeah. But
a massive New York crowd full of most likely Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Mexicans, because New York, that's where we're at. We're really happy and proud to see Puerto Ricans in the ring. Fun fact, those two guys can also go and they also get on the mic.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. And if you put titles on them, they ain't going to be like the Lucha Bros because you're going to see their faces and they're going to tell you what it's about.
Oh, yeah. And just another person to mention, Scorpio Sky. He has the brass ring. So good. Can we do something with that brass ring? Just a little bit.
It just turned brass. Yeah. It was just brass.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Between the ropes and on the mic too. So that's another thing. Everything you ask for in a wrestler, yes, good luck to him. He can go.
Eddie the Page.
Yeah.
Yo, he reminds me of Too Cold Scorpio.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then so you want this, and I'm gonna do a straight business sense. You want a market, right? You want to get to a market, but you don't want to market to them. It doesn't work that way. You gotta market to the people that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna put it to these people straight numbers. You want to move merch? Want to move more merch? You got to get more representation. Period. I tell you right now. You get a dope Pride and Power shirt out there. You get a dope Sonny Kiss shirt out there. You get a dope Acclaim shirt out there, especially with the dude that raps. You know what I'm saying? You can even get a headphone thing with him because he comes out with headphones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you can work a deal with Beats by Dre or Skull Candy or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
With Sam,
you got the money for it.
Whatever the personality fits the person. How CM Punk doesn't have a hoodie deal, I will not understand.
Well, apparently he's coming out with hoodies.
There we go. That's what I'm saying is
it's like a 2-3 wait because they just put it out on the email. It's on the shop. He has a hoodie coming out in the shop.
You said Santana from Pride. Santana has his own like shirts, hats, and hoodies, which is fucking impossible to get, by the way, because they're always sold out.
Yeah,
I've
Buck
tried.
Nasty.
Born nasty.
Born
Yeah.
Nasty. Buck
It's hard to
Nasty.
get.
Yeah.
They'll be gone. Why is this not a thing that you're not pushing on your thing? I'm saying, look, Nyla Rose is another one. Nyla Rose is literally a transgender woman. Nobody sees the opportunity there?
Stocking
Well,
stuffer.
she was
Stocking
champion.
stuffer.
Yeah, but nobody sees the
Stocking stuffer.
opportunity on marketing.
Yeah.
This is a fresh market that has not been touched by anybody, except
Yeah.
for that was in Orange is the New Black. I forget her name. Laura something. I forget her name. I apologize if I forget the lady's name.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but the point is, you have these are markets you have that you're not touching yet. Thunder Rosa by herself is something else. She wears her culture on her face
Mm-hmm.
with the Dia de los Muertos thing all the time. And she's proud Texan, by the way. Crazy to see a Mexican as a proud Texan.
Right.
But amazing between those ropes. The mic skills may lack, but she makes up for it in passion. Once again, I'm not seeing 1,000 Thunder Rosa shirts. I'm not seeing this face paint kit for Halloween. What are we doing here?
I got a Thunder Rosa shirt, but I don't believe it was from the AEW shop. I believe it was actually, it could have been Pro Wrestling Tees. It could have been. But, yeah.
And then
She was
another
like,
thing
it was like a Scarface type of fucking style.
Then another thing is, she recently had a match with her son.
What do you mean you had a match with her son?
Like she was tag teaming with him.
How old is her son?
I don't know. He's like a teenager.
Oh shit. That's what
it might be her son or it might be her nephew, something like that.
I was surprised that she had a son that old. That's where I'm.
But the point is, you have there's abundance of places you guys can actually expand. Because clearly, if I'm in for business, you guys will care about that. But if I speak dollars and cents, you're all about it.
Yeah.
I got to appeal to the greed instead of the humanity. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth.
Yeah, and it's not like we're asking for favoritism, just equal opportunity. Just
we're asking for that. If you if it doesn't work, you pull back. But it's not going to cost you so much as something you've tried before. It's failed miserably. And you spend millions on pushing people and it's failed.
And you know what's crazy? Like with Sunny Kiss, let's say with Sunny Kiss, if you give him a storyline where Sunny Kiss has to overcome adversity due to hate and misunderstanding, not only do you get a kid that has to deal with that, you get him somebody that's standing up to it, and now he has courage to stand up to it. You also shed light on the situation so the whole culture can be sensitized to his situation. And you give something original.
Absolutely.
But, you know.
And as I said, the market that hasn't been tapped into, you guys have done it with the wrong people. People that are not of this orientation, not of this race, because you've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Not of the culture that could understand where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Scott Hall was funny, but he wasn't one of us.
Yeah.
Santana and Ortiz is one of us.
Literally. They're from up the block.
Mainstream.
Yeah.
They know what we've been through. We've seen the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For somebody out there, Nyla Rose and Sunny Kiss, they understand that. They can identify. They see where they're at. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Dude from the Acclaim that's legitimately as masculine as it gets. But that's how he rolls, and somebody can relate to that.
Yep.
Dude who raps. Same thing. There's kids I see all the time with rocking headphones. They look like fucking idiots. They only have them on. Okay?
And if you actually listen, like if you actually go on his page and actually listen to like some of his raps, he's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's his flow is actually good. It's not just something you just see on Dynamite as a gimmick, only a gimmick, you know.
Yeah.
It's not a promo thing for him.
Yeah.
This is what he loves to do, so he's just gonna incorporate it with something else that he loves to do, and that's wrestling.
So yeah, man, just got there's a market there for everybody. Just got to tap into it because if we speak about humanity, you guys suck at this. I speak about greed. You're in it.
Yeah.
Wait, I can make how much money now?
Yeah, right? Shit.
Depends on give them a decent storyline, and let them go.
Word.
Talent, there's a reason you hired them. Their talent will take over from there. Okay?
Yeah.
Especially the ladies. Let's just push the ladies more, man. Come on now, please, for the love of God. You know what I'm saying? If that Thunder Rosa match with Britt Baker didn't convince you, then nothing else will. Fuck
Oh
is
my
wrong with
god.
Yeah.
And it needs to
you?
happen
Don't do
again.
that. Jesus Christ, man. Don't do that. That's just
Thunder
they put
Rosa.
their bodies on the line. Give them. I'm not talking about giving them an inch. I want you to give them 100 yards and keep going with them.
Yeah. Word.
An Iron Woman match wouldn't be a bad idea between both of those.
That would be something. Yeah. That would be something.
Throwing it out there.
Yeah,
It's been done before and it was successful.
Yeah.
But you
But
can be successful with the right ones. That's it.
yeah. But yeah, so this is the one before Christmas, the go home show before Christmas. So everybody who's watching, want to wish Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. There's so many holidays. There you go. Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, L'chaim, all that shit. Yeah, like,
Happy holidays, folks.
Sí. Merry Krika.
there you go.
Merry Krika. Okay?
Merry Coquitos.
That's it.
Enjoy the Coquitos out there. You know what I'm saying? I hope your family's safe, happy, and healthy, especially the last one.
Yes.
Because it's gotten weird out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, yeah, this is one of those times where being home, snuggle up to your loved one, next to your loved one is really what it's about. Watch Christmas movies, eat, get fat. You deserve it.
That's it.
You survived 2 years of bullshit.
Word.
That's.
And on that note,
And it's only,
go ahead.
I was about to say this, and we're slowly rolling into 2022.
Yes.
That means it's just 2022 again. That's how it stands for me. So
Yeah.
it's just, we don't need that negativity. We need to see the terms and conditions prior to coming into this new year.
Yeah.
But for those who are staying at home, yeah. Hug your loved ones. It's definitely been a roller coaster, and we're just gonna, relax, have a good time, and make the best out of it.
Yeah, you got to. Shit, coming where we've come from, we already know what it's like to have nothing and make the best out of it. So, it's nothing new for us, but for everybody else that's suffering from there, our hearts go out to you, and Merry Christmas. It's not about what you get, it's who you with. So, there you go. And
into the Christmas spirit, y'all.
That's it. That's it. And from your neighborhood, friendly neighborhood knuckleheads, Merry Christmas. It was Spider-Man fucked it up for everybody.
Christmas movie.
Yes.
Enjoy Die Hard and Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
Those are both Christmas movies.
And
fuck what anybody else says, y'all.
And don't watch Matrix 4. Peace, everybody.
Don't do that.
No,
Don't do that.
I heard that. Eek.
Yeah. Press the button. There you go. Oh man.
Better get that out there. Don't watch Matrix 4.
Yeah.